we on now?
Are we live? Charlemagne. Are we
Are we
live?
live?
DJ
Good.
Envy, are we live?
I should start opening up every podcast that way, bro.
That's how we gonna open it up?
Every single podcast. Everything I do for now. Are we live, Charlemagne? Are we live?
Are we live? Yeah, we live.
Good, because I ain't gonna curse.
I ain't gonna
But
curse.
And then proceeds to curse. Like, how does that work, bro?
7 Rolls Royces.
20 Bentleys.
20. Not 7, just not one, not 2, but 20 of them things. Fucking Ray J, man. Legend.
I believe everything he said. I think I tweeted that yesterday. I said this is his ex-wife or his current wife. I'm not sure, but I just know he always argues with a woman. He's always arguing with a woman, bro.
Bro,
Like Princess Love is his current wife or his baby moms or whatever the case may be. But bro, this man is always arguing with a woman. I'm like, bro, what you be doing?
7 Rolls Royces and 20 Bentleys, man. That's he bored.
Yeah, I got just arguing with my woman. I got everything.
He got nothing better to do, I guess. Shit, I got 7 Rolls Royces and 20 Bentleys. I be dressing like Bill Gates, bro. You can't find me nowhere.
Man, I'm dressing like Adam Sandler. You see how Adam Sandler be dressed?
Yes, bro. Trust me, I know. Adam Sandler dressed like a New Yorker with money. I mean, don't want to be seen.
Ain't he from Long Island?
I think so. I know he's from New York. I just don't remember it. He likes that ball too.
He got the old like Bill Havlicek shot.
Yeah, he played ball like a white man from the 70s, but he's nice though. That's what I heard. He be dishing out dimes and shit.
With the form and pull up. That's what I'm saying. The form and pull up is all just white man style.
Hey man. Adam Sandler played like Goose Gossage.
Oh, we about to start doing that. Well, I said Andrew Wiggins, and the slander gonna continue. I don't care if he went for 47 last night or 27, whatever he had. I said he played like what not Wally Serviak, but I said he played like Tom Gugliotta.
Tom Gugliotta, bro, that's a name. You know Tom Gugliotta is. You gotta leave. You just do your Googles. He did make an All-Star. I remember you asked me. He did 97.
That's insane. They was letting anybody on the All-Star team. Kevin Johnson played on the All-Star team.
Oh my God.
And Kevin Johnson.
Not good, bro.
No, and Kevin Johnson was like, I think that I feel bad, but I think he was only averaging like 15, which is good for a point guard back then, because like point guards only average for some time like 10 points, but they'll have like 8 assists. And that basically made you a Hall of Fame point guard.
Right. That's too bad. His off the field, off the court things we know are. Yeah, we don't talk about that, man.
Who, Tom? What is
Kevin Johnson, bro?
Oh yeah. No, we ain't forget when he was out there in Sacramento. He was like the consul or something like that. The councilman.
Yeah, like touching and inappropriately touching people.
Hey, no, the Me Too movement got him out of there.
Out, bro. And they was doing it for years too, and nobody said nothing. When the Me Too movement came, they were like, "Yeah, we ain't forget about you." But hey,
yeah, he been quiet ever since.
Hey man, listen, I call Andrew Wiggins Poutine Ricky Davis. He better get it together. You better get it together.
Hey, look. Man. All right, man. This only gonna happen probably 3 times, maybe 10 at the most, where he gets 27. But that he's still gonna be averaging like 16 to 18 this whole season,
bro. Because he gonna be averaging 16, and they gonna be getting blown out by 35.
Yeah, and then people said that Steph needs to try to score more. It's like, bro, why?
Because nobody pays it. Because That's the hashtag analysis, man. Nobody pays attention. Just listen. You can only do so much when your team is not making anything. They think Steph is just gonna score. They think Steph is gonna do. Oh yeah, if Kelly Oubre and Andrew Wiggins miss shots, Stephen Curry is gonna do the 60 points and 10 dribbles like fucking Klay Thompson. Like that's not how that shit works. Like you could do it. You do what you do. You put your numbers up, and everybody else not putting numbers up and missing. Like what can you do? And Kelly Oubre is missing shots that he usually be making. Like it's one thing if he's trying to do too much, but you know if he's missing them shots, like eventually they're gonna fall. Just Wiggins got to be more consistent, and Pascal and
Wiggins
all
being
that,
more
man.
consistent is funny.
I know. Am I asking for too much? I was about to ask that.
Like I can't remember a time since he's been in the league where he's been consistent. Consistent being trash, yeah.
Yeah. But,
Like this play, like he'll get you like 20 points, but then it's like 1 assist, 1 rebound.
7 turnovers.
But like, yeah, like he really, really got to work hard for that 20 points.
You know, they were saying, you know how they were playing against they played the Nets opening night, and somebody said that his misses because the rim for some reason the Brooklyn Nets, the Barclays Center, the rim, if the ball hits the rim, it sounds mad like that shit is mad audible. Somebody said that shit sound like the grinding beat.
Yo, that's hilarious.
It's like shoom, shoom, shoom. But
And then the thing is, because it's an empty arena too, so
and it's crazy because even when there's people in the crowd, like you can hear that shit. Like they gotta turn the mic down over there. I'm like, bro, this ain't ASMR with a basketball rim.
they got a little bold stereo at the top and
You got
grinding coming off
fucking Dolby surround sound.
for the rim. Like, why would I want to hear that loud? Oh, we got
Word.
new titanium alloy type rims in the Barclays Center.
Motherfuckers got you motherfuckers got the THX sound from Star Wars on the basketball rim. Like, fam, we do not need that. I know it missed. I don't need to hear the loud ass clink too, unless he's shooting a ball mad hard. But
We got 4D technology in here. You can smell the sage that Kyrie be burning.
you can smell it. Hey man, Kyrie's trying to sage all that racism out that arena.
It ain't no sage, bro. You need to burn a full crop of that shit.
You just gotta. He can't even burn it. Just put that shit around the court.
And just lay it there and just put it on flames, bro. You gotta just engulf it. Like the
This shit
burning
look like
bush,
this shit look like an inferno match.
you have to, bro. And then you gotta like every racist white person there, like Bray Wyatt. Not saying Bray Wyatt's racist, but you gotta treat the white person that's racist in Boston like Bray Wyatt. You know how much fucking oil you need, how much gasoline you gonna need.
Right. Yeah. I hate those
We're
jerseys too. That the
we're not
Celtics
telling
got.
people to burn up racist white people, but you know,
No,
we
do
just
not do that. No. Just burn sage, man. Yeah, say sage.
burn sage
Unless
and slap the hell out of them. That's what you could do.
I mean you could do that too. You know. Hey, man, y'all should
And
be staying in the house.
that's not gonna happen. You heard what I just said before we turned on, before we started recording. I ain't gonna say where I'm going because you know the people be listening, but you know I'm going somewhere that you're not really supposed to go. First of all, it's cold where I'm going, and I'm not trying to buy a jacket. I'm gonna come out there with a hoodie and see how long I can last.
I mean, it depends unless it's snowing. I mean, and when it's cold, I really don't wear a jacket like that. I usually wear a hoodie. Maybe that's because I'm used to it, but
You a gangster because when they get 50 degrees where I'm at, I'm like, shh.
man, motherfuckers be wearing damn North Faces, and I'm like, fam, it is not that cold.
Yeah, it's never that
Just put
cold to
on.
wear a North Face jacket.
I mean, it is. I've dealt with it, but or if I wear the jacket, I'm gonna wear it wide. I'm gonna wear it open. I ain't gonna even zip it or shit. I'm just gonna have it because I need something to cover my arms. But hey,
Yo, this camera is really annoying me. Oh, I gotta do the plugs. This is We don't have no name for this yet. I'm gonna let y'all know right now what's going on. But this is, in fact, episode 1, and I'm out of frame right now. I hate this camera. This should get me. I
My
don't even
man
know how
Banks
to
got
move,
the
bro.
my man Banks got the Samurai Showdown webcam.
No, this is like a snuff film, bro. This is like a snuff film camera,
Yo,
yo. Like
Banks
my
got the
face.
Blair Witch cam.
I love it. What she did in the movie, I love you.
I love you.
And then what they did in Scary Movie made it hilarious. Like it came, one drip came down.
Bruh, acting gold. Should have won an Oscar. But yeah, man,
Class.
this is the pilot episode. This is the one we pitched to the networks.
Yeah,
Like hire me or else.
the social media networks, please do it because I ain't got shit else to do. That's why I be recording.
This the demo tape.
Oh yeah, you definitely could tell because you see, like I said, the camera is really bothering me. That's all I'm about to just. I'm supposed to be looking at you anyway, but it's
But this
like
man just staring at the camera like, stop zooming, motherfucker.
like it's really annoying. I don't know what I press, and at this point, it's like, all right, we got to roll with it. Like, so for those of you that see in the video, hello, it'll be better next time. Just enjoy looking at my face.
Banks, when they zoom in, you gotta yell like Soldier Boy, huh?
No, I might as well do the you when it's on.
You. Yo, but yeah, this is the first episode. We're gonna talk about everything going on with sports, a little bit of wrestling in there, and we're gonna have a fun topic with everybody. Well, if you're a sports fan, a beloved video game that we all have grown up and loved, and talk about bringing back once a week, probably. I would say.
I say, why not?
We haven't. I can't speak for anybody else, but I do all the time. It's funny because I was gonna play yesterday, but I didn't have time. Maybe I'll do it after.
Wait, you still got like an old vintage PS2? It's
Yes.
it's insane to say vintage PS2.
Vintage. Nah, I still got my PlayStation 2 from when I got it for Christmas. Yes, 20 years ago. I still have it. I still got my Super Nintendo. I still have my PlayStation 2. I still have my N64.
Oh, thank you for reminding me because I was gonna get the Super NES Classic, but I forgot. Like I can get the emulator on my PC and then just get a controller and then hook up the HDMI to the TV.
Right. I used to do that on my old MacBook. I had MAME, and then the PS3s because of the USB. I modded it to my Mac. So if I wanted to play, I would play like X-Men vs Street Fighter on my MacBook. I played like all the CPS2 classics like Street Fighter Alpha and all that shit. But I didn't get an a Super Nintendo Classic because literally I think out of the 20 games that were on it, I had like 16 of them already. I'm like, there's no point in me buying the shit. And I was gonna get it for Star Fox too, but I'm like, it's cool. Like if I play it, I'll play it, but I'm not gonna kill myself if I don't play Star Fox 2. Even though I think it's pretty cool that they did have it and they just never put it out for, because they wanted to go to the N64 already.
Can I be honest with you? The main reason why I want an Xbox Series X at this point over a PS5 is because it's a little bit easier to get anyway, and it's a lot cheaper. Even though they tacking on $200 more to the $500 retail price, even though that's starting to drop too. If you look on StockX and all those sites, and the PS5 prices starting to drop now because people like, you know what? Nobody's buying this. Let me drop the price.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's starting to be easier to get it anyway.
Right. And the thing is too is like, because I was thinking about getting it, and then I'm just like, I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I haven't really played my PS4 much just because of life, I guess. Like I usually use it more for Netflix, but like when I'm looking, I'm like, okay, what's out for PS5 that I could get that's out now? And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, Miles Morales, okay, I mean, that's great, but I'm not gonna get it for one game. Like maybe if I get the PS5, like I already have Mortal Kombat 11 and I bought all the season passes because I'm like a huge Mortal Kombat head and I'll do that, but okay, if I want to get Ultimate, cool. But I'm like, I might as well just get Ultimate for PS4 and play it and finish it. I played the story already. I know how it works. I mean, I gotta just play the add-on. Like most of that stuff, I'm just like, it's already on PS4. Like why? Like I'm not gonna kill myself. Like unless they do newer games, I'll get it. But for now, I'm like, there's no point. What is really out for these systems? There's really nothing. It's not like back in the day where we had launch titles. Like, remember when launch titles were a fucking thing? Like when you bought a Super Nintendo, like the Super Nintendo had F-Zero as a launch title. Like the
Yeah,
PlayStation 2 had launch titles. The PlayStation 2 had what did it have as a launch title? Was it
it
Tekken
got
Tag
one game.
Tournament? It was
It was
Tekken
that
Tag
one game only.
Tournament.
It's Tekken Tag Tournament. This one game called Oni ONI.
I remember
They
Oni.
look that up, bro. I had that. It had Dark Cloud. It had NBA Showtime or Hang Time. It was Shaq on the cover. They
NBA
had
Hoops. That game wasn't good. The
Hoops.
game
That was
sucked.
later on. Was that Hoops or it was Hang Time?
Nah, it was Hoops.
The one
You're
with Shaq.
talking about, yeah, the one you're talking about, I think it's Inside Drive. That was for Xbox. That was
No, no,
like
no.
that was
Hold on. Let me see.
no, it was NBA Hoops because Hang Time was Super Nintendo and PlayStation 1. I'm a huge Jam fan, so I played I remember it was Jam, then Tournament Edition, then it was Hang Time, then it was NBA, then they made NBA Jam Extreme because Midway and Acclaim shared the rights to NBA Jam. And when Acclaim when the negotiations went up because obviously they made mad money, Acclaim tried to
Mhm.
charge Midway more, and Midway was like, no, like we're not doing that. So then Acclaim went on to take the NBA Jam name, and then Midway kept making games with the engine, but they just gave it different names. Like that's why you remember there's NBA Hang Time. You remember the NBA on NBC one? That they had the
Yeah.
NBA on NBC Music, and then they had the Tim Kitzrow, who's the voice of NBA Jam. Like I would say, he's on fire. He was doing the announcing. Like that was their thing of doing it. Like they basically were making NBA Jam games, but they couldn't use the actual name. So the Midway ones are better. Like
Yeah, I had that one on the N64.
yeah, I had that one too, Showtime, and then it was Hoops that came off of PS2, but it wasn't good at all. It was basically NBA Showtime, but like worse. And then
Yeah,
after
I just
that,
looked
it
it up.
was
Right. It was mad slow too.
yeah, it wasn't good. Hoops, I had Hoops. It was not a good game. Like I tell people, just go play Showtime. Showtime is much better. That's what I'm saying. Going back to what we're saying, like with these new systems, bro, there's no launch titles. There's no really incentive to buy it than just graphics and this little the what do they call them, micro transactions? Like that's all it is. Like I'm not here for that shit. If I want to go buy, I want to actually buy games that play for. I don't want to play games that they can watch. They're gonna put Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS5 in the next 2 months. Like
Well, they already confirmed that, but they didn't say an exact date yet.
yeah, but it's just like for what? Like you might as well just chill and you know what I mean. You might as well just chill and record. You might as well just chill and wait. You know what I'm saying? Just make a six and make that come out. They doing these microtransactions. They doing that shit like Street Fighter, like Capcom does with Street Fighter. Like,
Right.
and it's
Charging
just
for
like,
every single thing, and then you gotta
fam,
wait a
bruh.
year to get Ultra Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I listen. On another podcast and another time when we do that episode, I'm gonna tell you. I told you this. We were talking about it off air where, I found a message board, and it was from a legit guy, and I hate that I didn't bookmark it, but it was about how, I don't even remember how I googled it. I don't remember the term what I googled to get that in the search engine, but the
Yeah.
guy talked about how Street Fighter 3 was supposed to come out in 1995, and why they put 20 fucking editions of Street Fighter 2 out. But that's another conversation for another day. But that's just what these people are doing now, and it's like that makes me want to buy it less. Like if you're gonna do add-ons, do legit ones. Like the season passes are cool and all that stuff. But if you're gonna just keep, oh, there's a new system, I'm gonna just put the same game out. It's like for what? Like
So you can
you
say
know,
you got it on the new console and you got, the frame rate is better. Because Devil May
fam,
Cry 5 is on the PS5 and I think it's 60 frames per second now. And everybody ooh,
right?
I'm like, bro, unless it's
Yeah,
20 bucks.
all right, fam. I'm gonna pay $60 for that for frame rate.
Right, and just the extra DLC, which because right now the game is on sale because I was gonna run it back. I had it last year, but it's
Yeah,
$20 on the PSN right now.
right. Like I was gonna do that with there's a bunch of games that are on sale now that I was gonna cop. Like I was gonna get the new Samurai Showdown. I was gonna get that. It went down to 30. I think it went down to 35, I think. And like Soul Calibur 6 was like $20. Like, yeah, I'll just buy that, but I'm not gonna go buy it fucking for $60 on a PS5. Like for what?
Damn, bro, I haven't played Soul Calibur in a couple years
Six, I heard six was really good. Five is the one that was not good.
at
Or
all.
was it four?
It was slow as hell.
I think what
No, I
I
think it was
was it
Fall.
five? Was it five
Yeah,
that wasn't good?
yeah, because it had all the little customization for the characters. You could create your own character, even though they did that on 4. But it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was just slow. The mechanics seemed like it was way off. It was like harder to get combos off.
Yeah, like yeah, that's what I yeah, it was five because I saw that I was reading. A lot of people said they kind of strayed away from my phone, my fucking charger fell. They strayed away from like the system of what made it good and they tried to deviate and like the gameplay was just mad boring, like it just wasn't good. I heard six is good though. I didn't even know it came out. I'm just like, oh, there's a six coming out, and then they're like, yeah, it came out. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. And then now they're like, yeah, it's $20. I'm like, oh, you know,
But
I'm gonna definitely play it.
after
So
we was talking last night, I did look up Samurai Showdown, and it's like I think it's cheaper than $40 right now on PSN. I could be wrong, but I looked it up because I was like, let me see what SNK games they got on here because I got Metal Slug Anthology already because I'm a diehard Metal Slug guy. That's my favorite arcade game ever.
Metal Slug was hard. I love Metal Slug.
Bruh, Heavy Machine Gun,
Heavy Machine Gun.
Rocket Launcher. That's what I play a
Metal Slug is
lot.
good. I think that do I have the Metal Slug Anthology on the Switch? I had to go downstairs and get my Switch, but I'm not sure. I had the Samurai Showdown one for Switch. I was gonna get it for PS4, but not yet. I may get the new Showdown just to play it because I've been playing them like here and there. Like the Switch is like my anthology. Aside from like the Mario's and all the regular ones, like I got the 30th anniversary Street Fighter one on it because my girl for our 2 year anniversary, she got me the actual arcade stick. So I have
Mhm.
it for the Switch, and they did like a bunch of artwork ones, and they did the artwork that looks like the original Street Fighter Two cabinet. So I got that, and then that's how I was learning how to play with the arcade stick again. So I got that for Switch, but the Street Fighter 30th anniversary one is good. I got
Yeah,
the
I got
Samurai Showdown one. I'm probably gonna get KOF. I just don't know which one though, because like
Yeah,
they're
because
all
look, they got a sale right
they're
now
so
for
good.
King of Fighter 98, and they got the latest one, if I'm not mistaken.
What is the latest one? 15 or some shit?
Yeah, something like that. But I like the older ones just because of the cell shading. I like that cartoon style graphics.
Yeah, that's why I like Alpha a lot. The Alpha style of Street Fighter. Definitely. That and Street Fighter Three's look. But yeah, man,
We,
we gonna talk about the video games one day.
I think we should do that next episode since we
We'll
already here.
yeah, we'll definitely get into that. Most definitely. But all right, let's get into week one of the NBA. What are your initial thoughts aside from Andrew Wiggins being inconsistent and he can't shoot?
We want to just talk about the Golden State Warriors for a second. It's
Go
gonna be
ahead,
a
bro.
long. They definitely gonna be a lotto team again, which isn't a problem. I think if they a lotto team for the next couple of years and they get picks, that's no problem whatsoever, man. I mean, 3 championships. How many times they've been to the finals? 2015 for like they went to the finals for 4 years
Five.
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years
Yeah,
straight,
four.
which is hard as hell to do. They got 3 titles out of that. Probably would have got 4 if Draymond was straight, but
Draymond and punch somebody in the nuts.
yeah, which is still wow. Like you changed the face of the finals by doing that, and you help. I wouldn't say you helped LeBron's career because I think at that point it was kind of already sealed for his, where he ranks as a top player. But I think it definitely helped him to solidify himself as a top 3 player. And then obviously this past year's
Facts.
championship solidified that as well with him getting his fourth. Then when he get his fifth one, then that conversation comes up if it happens. But it seems to be he might get another one. But with Golden State, I think now you just start building for the future. Steph is 32 years old, about to be 33 years old in March. Clay has been hurt, so this is another year and a half he's probably going to miss, if not 2 years because it's Achilles. So we might not see him till next October when the season. Well, we will see him next October when the season begins. Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. Draymond seems to be coming to the end of his career, and I like that he's been on TNT and other shows breaking down basketball because his IQ is high. You could tell because he was pivotal in a lot of those plays being called during the championship years. And that foot, I think this is the same foot, if not the other foot has been injured a couple of times. So he's lost weight too. If you see his recent picture,
he's slimmed down a lot.
Yeah, a lot. And I think that's just because, as you get older, you want to take weight off your body, especially when you have a foot injury. So, his career might be coming to the end as well. So right now with them, it's just trying to win some games. Obviously I thought they would make the playoffs before Clay got hurt and if Draymond was good. Wiseman is looking like the rookie of the year right now if he can consistently play. But, I hate, and we talked about it before we came on air, how everybody is saying like Steph should just go out there and shoot. He's not that type of player, to go out there and, okay, let me try to shoot 20 for 32. Let me try to shoot 20 for 42. Yeah. That's a hell of a lot of shots.
That's not his game.
That's not
really his game either.
No, it's far.
I'm gonna Google his career high field goal attempt, his like game high field goal attempts while you keep talking.
Yeah, because his career year was like 29.4 in 2016 when he was the scoring champ, and that's because he was coming off a historical year. So if he's coming off a screen, it's damn near automatic. If he's open, it's automatic. But for him or he's coming off the dribble and shooting it. But for him to dribble like a James Harden and try to score and shoot over you, because his game is a score, it's just a shoot over you, not just try to, get to the lane like a James Harden, because obviously he's a little bit shorter than James Harden by like 2 inches, and then body wise he doesn't have the same body mass as James Harden to get to the lane, and then you kind of just got to take it, and then you already know he wants to get a foul, so if you hit him, he's going to the line, and that's how you get about 10 more of his points on top of the 30 he's getting. He gets the additional 10, which gets him about 40 from the line, from free throws attempts. So with him,
actually, I'm gonna tell you right now, his career high. All right, this shows how good. This shows how I feel like great Stephen Curry is in regards to like playing for his team. His career high in field goal attempts in the regular season is 32. The other season was 35. That was in 2013, both years. Those career highs were both set in the same year. So that's kind of early on in his career. He's been able to put up those numbers without throwing up 30 shots a game.
Exactly. And that's the right pieces around him, because I think at that point it was like Monte Ellis was like the second option and David Lee, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, definitely.
At that point, he was really working for the shots, and he was finding his game too, because that's 4 years after he came into the league, which was 2009. So he was finding his game. It's crazy. He's been in the league for 11 years now, damn near 12 years. So that's how fast time is going. So for him to be able to find, he's shooting less and more efficient at this point is good. And then people got to remember, he's on a 4-year max. So, and he's about to be 33 years old. Obviously, he wants to keep playing. And if you just say, okay, go out there and just score, try to get us, you're going to get your stats up, but it might get us one additional win. What's that? Even though he came off, ankle surgery. He almost didn't get his contract because they thought his ankles was done. A lot of people forgot that. Correct. So at this point, as you get older, you don't need to go out there. It's nothing for him to prove. He's already a top 15 player ever. He's changed the game. it's nothing else for him to really do. Like, you're not gonna get another championship anytime soon. You
And that's
might
the
get
wild part. A lot of people are trying to act like this is a make or break year for and like making it bigger than what it really is. It's like, bro, the guy's played. Steph has played what? He got drafted 09, right? So this is
11
his.
years, almost 12
Yeah,
years.
he missed. Okay, he missed the year. He missed because he missed a good amount of time in his first 2, 3, 4 years due to obviously the ankle injuries. He missed last year with the hand, and granted, he's put these numbers up as such. Yeah, okay, if you want to combine how many years he's missed a year and a half to maybe 2 years off due to injuries combined.
Hmm.
And the guy's putting up all these crazy numbers. And mind you, the 2013 year, you're right. That was 2012, 2013 is when Draymond Green got drafted. That's when they drafted Festus Ezeli. Like I went and looked at it. They didn't win the championship those 2 years.
No,
They were the 62 year they were the 60 both those 2 years. The 2012, 2013, they lost to the Spurs, who ended up, we know won. Oh no, they did they win? No, they lost. 13 was what, Miami, right? The Spurs
13.
won at 14.
No, the Spurs won in 14. Yeah, Miami won it in 13 by a miracle.
13. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So the Spurs, okay. So 2012, 2013, they were the 60 in the first round. They lost. Same thing goes for the year after. So they wasn't like they won the championship those 2 years. They lost those 2 years, and that's when Stephen Curry's most of his career highs in regards to field goal attempts and doing that, and those types of things. Those were his career highs around those years. After that, though, the team grew with him. He understood to play. He knew what he could do, and he dropped his numbers at a very crazily efficient level. So, listen, this is what we're gonna do when we come to this pod. I have a saying. It's called "show your work." It's like algebra. Like when you find x=4, you couldn't just tell your teacher that. Your teacher was like, "Bruh, how'd you find that?" And that's what we do with this. Like if we unsure, like we're gonna pull up those numbers and verify. And that's what I just did while you were talking. I looked career high field goal attempts. Most of his stuff came in that year, like that 2012, 2013 year. Aside from the obviously like his points and his point career high and stuff like that, you know, literally the only career high, most of the career highs that he's had were after 2016, were till 2016. Everything else he's played regional, marginally well or played within his means. The only his
right.
career high his playoff best were in 2019. Those are the most recent ones. But if you look at his regular season stuff, it's all been those years right before Clay and Draymond started to hold their own. Because he started to understand how good his team was and how he could play. He could play his game well within the confines of the system that obviously Mark Jackson and then following him Steve Kerr established.
Absolutely. And then last year when he got hurt and he only played 10 games, I think he averaged like 20.9 points per game as well,
Right, right,
just for those 10 games alone. And that's what Clay out with the ACL. That's what Draymond, I think, was out again with the foot injury, or he was just
right,
like, inconsistent. And people was like, okay, he's starting to slow down now. That's what really showed that Draymond started to slow down is this past season that just happened. And then after that, it was
right,
like, well, we in take mode. And obviously it worked out because they got James Wiseman, who was basically, cut from the NCAA because they said he was taking money, which is bullshit. But he only
NCAA,
plays.
of course.
Yeah, they full of shit. But he only played so many games and still was able to become the
Right.
second overall pick. Is pretty good.
He's only played 7 games in the past year and a half.
Yeah,
Like I just, what it is with the Warriors, because I thought I had them making the playoffs as a 6 to 8 seed, and
mhm.
obviously, I don't like to. I'm not one of those people after 2, 3, 4 games. I'm like, yo, fuck it, they a lot. Like I don't like to do that because I'm gonna hold my own, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right after 72 games. Because mind you, this isn't the NFL. There are 72 games in an NBA season, and granted, yes, it's shorter than 82, but it could turn around. But if they don't, what I kind of see is they're not going into. I think the Warriors are starting to understand. I hope they are starting to understand. That's what it looks like to me. That this is kind of the beginning of the end for Curry and Draymond and Clay. There may be another 2 or 3 years left from those guys, and then you have to go into what's in the future, which is Wiseman, potentially Kelly Oubre, and Andrew Wiggins. I don't know if he's in those plans, but I feel like with the Warriors, they're kind of doing the soft rebuild instead of the okay, we're gonna drop everybody, take them down, and you know You know what I'm saying? And then do a full rebuild from the ground up. They're gonna try to make the playoffs. They're gonna try to make the playoffs and at the same time rebuild the team. They're not gonna just be like, all right, fuck it, we give up, trade everybody, save all the money we could get, and then start from the ground up again. I think they understand the situation with Curry, but they're also trying to assess what comes after Curry, just in a more softer rebuild way than a hard rebuild. There's a team that did that a couple years ago, and for some reason I'm blanking out on who it was because I wanted to compare it to them. But if you understand what I'm saying, it's not your typical rebuild. It's
Uh,
not the trade Draymond, the trade Clay, Steph retire. All right, yeah, cool. It's just like, all right, well, listen, we know we got a couple more years left while these guys are, we're slowly phasing and trying to figure out things while these guys' careers are coming into their twilight.
yeah. I feel like that's the Mavs game before they got Luca. Keep Dirk there, get a couple pieces around him so we could win a significant amount of games, but we know we're probably not going that far. But Mark Cuban being the crazy winner or crazy person that he is, whatever term you want to use, maybe it was I'm just trying to make the playoffs and go far, whatever pieces. Like I always say about the Mavs, like, yo, if you want some damn, he's still in the league, or he used to be fired type player, they go to the
Right.
Mavs. Like he gets those players that used to be good, that was like great players, or now they towards the end of their career. Not saying that's a bad thing, but he tends to pick them up and puts them on the Mavs. So it worked out well for Luca. But other than that, I'm trying to think of a team that does that. But I feel like it was the Mavs that was
It
great.
was the Spurs too, but not really.
Yeah, because all the players they pick up, it's like, bro, who he played for, and
Oh, they pick up
NCAA
guys
version.
from they pick up guys from internationally too. They never make a
Yeah,
they never make a splashy pick. I mean, I feel like they did try that with LaMarcus, and that kind of did it work. I mean, they made the playoffs, but it didn't really translate into anything, you know, phenomenal. I guess that's the best way to say it.
no, it didn't. But
So,
they knew they had Kawhi Leonard at that point, and they knew what they were trying to do because remember they got LaMarcus in 2015, which doesn't seem like it was that long ago. And this is when he was like All Star. I think since he's been on the Mavs, he's probably made the All Star team like once or twice at the most.
all right.
But now at
So,
35 years old, and it's crazy. I forgot that he's 35 years old, but he came into the league, what, 2005,
who
2006? Marcus.
LaMarcus? Yeah,
They
he
got
was the same draft as
Adam Morrison. if it was old,
Yeah, the Tyrese Thomas draft. Because remember, he got traded. They swapped him, right? I think he got drafted by Chicago. The Bulls drafted him.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. My bad. I didn't mean to throw salt in the wound, but yeah.
No, Tyrus was straight though. The thing is, Tyrus, we were supposed to get Lamarcus, and then we ended up getting Tyrus Thomas. And I mean, it was all right. It's just, the Bulls are great at they love paying power forwards. That's what I always say about them. If you're a power forward that used to be good or you decent, they will pay you. Like,
They
bro,
will
we got
give you the
Thaddeus Young
money.
right now. We got Thaddeus Young right now, and people, I'll be like, damn, he still play for us, or he's still in the league.
I did not know Thaddeus Young signed with y'all.
He
I
been
thought
there
he
for
was in
like
Indiana.
no, he been there for a year now. They love having, bro. We love
Oh
picking
yeah,
up.
y'all did sign. Yes, you did sign. Yeah, y'all did sign Thaddeus Young. I do remember that because they were saying. I remember. I forgot who was talking about it, but they were saying like he was a real good vet for them. I
I
remember
mean,
reading
Forrest
something about that as
he
well.
can do that. I mean, I don't know if he's there to help us win games, but I would hope so if they paid him that much money. But Thaddeus is straight. He's just been in the league for a while now. The Bulls just this season they said, you know what, we're gonna get three players that look the same contracts. We got Garrett Temple. We got the three Beige brothers. I feel like I'm looking at the bar just when I look at our roster. We got Gary Temple. We got Denzel Valentine, who I want off the
And
team, and they all look alike.
Otto Porter too.
The Chicago Bulls or the Elder Barges right now, bro. They the DeBarge
That
family.
is hilarious, bro. Hey, every time I think about the barges, you seen that video when I don't know what festival or concert it is, but DJ Quick brings out El DeBarge to perform I Like It, and
Yeah,
he's
he was
like,
like super hype.
y'all motherfuckers like R&B music. Give it for my motherfucker man, motherfucker L. I'm like, bruh, like it's R. God, just be like, yeah, I got a surprise for y'all. Fucking DJ Quick in the back, yelling like Cuba Gooding Jr. Sing that shit.
Like, bro, this ain't Donnell Jones. I don't think I'm gonna get excited for the barge to come out and
He
sing.
said, y'all motherfuckers like R&B music. No,
Yeah,
how you
no,
throwing people over R&B?
I mean he's really passionate about R&B. That's what it seemed like.
I guess so, bro. He he do love he do love the barge. I feel him, bro.
Other than that, it just seems like we said, not a lot of preseason games or enough. And then a lot of people got to remember too, a lot of these teams, and we talked about it before we came on air. A lot of these teams haven't played in damn near a year, like before the lockdown happened.
Right.
So, because they thought about doing the bubble in Chicago for the teams that didn't make it and let them play out the rest of the game, but it was like, whatever. So a lot of these teams haven't played. So the Timberwolves, they haven't played since March up until now.
The Knicks didn't. The Cavs didn't. Basically, whoever didn't make the playoffs or weren't in contention haven't played a game since March, and then finally went into training camp late October, early
Mhm.
November, and then you only play for 2 weeks, and then you play four. You play a week of preseason when usually preseason is 2 weeks long, and then you have a couple days for the regular season, and it's a very black and white thing. One side you got guys who didn't play for 9 fucking months, and then you got guys who like the Lakers had what it was a 60-day layoff in between.
That's
Usually
it.
the off season between the finals and the regular season, and not the regular season, like as in training camp and stuff, is 90 days. And the Lakers had no, it wasn't 60. I think it was 71. I think in between the last game of the finals and when everything was kicking off for this season to start. And it's looking like AAU scores. You got games that are really bad blowouts. Like the Clippers got smoked by 50 points.
That was
I mean,
insane.
even last night, I mean, Miami smoked Milwaukee. I mean, Miami got smoked by Milwaukee. They were losing by 50 at one point. They would. I think it's funny because this is on a Wednesday. It was last night. It was. I think every game except for maybe one or two were blowouts. And unfortunately, I feel like with the first couple weeks of the season, 2 3 weeks, like it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be games where they're gonna be either nasty blowouts or teams that aren't playing teams that aren't playing the way they usually play. And that's just you really think about it. This first week or two is really the true preseason and the true beginning of the season with a lot of these guys. So,
Right. And I mean, that Suns and Pelicans game was a blowout as well. And that caught me off
oh
guard.
my, that game was a fucking snoozer, bro. I'm like, I think I was doing something. I looked, I'm like, they're up 20. Like, man, it's time to do something else. Time to go to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I changed
Cause
from that and watched The Lord of the Rings. I'm like, all right.
yeah, I think I was watching because League Pass has the free trial. And with League Pass, they had what was on last night? It was OKC. The only two close games were OKC and OKC and Orlando. Well, it was close at one point. I don't even remember how it ended because then Sacramento and Denver was on. When that was a good that was a good finish. They were playing each other. That was a good finish. But aside from that, the two national TV games were horrible. They were
This
terrible.
happened a lot for the Pelicans. Remember, they got blown out by the Heat on Christmas.
They got, and it's not looking good. I mean, I understand the team. It's like they want Zion to be the face of the league, but every time he's on national TV, his team is getting blown out by 20 points. Like
But we got to
it's
remember,
gonna
too,
be
he was hurt his rookie season for the first couple of games. He was hurt.
right. It's
But
gonna
he looks
be
to be in shape now. It's just, he got to find his game because he doesn't seem excited to be there. And I don't know. Like he got to find, he got to find the game fun. He got to have a spark, so to speak. So it's just one of those things where he's just going through the sophomore slump, but he'll be fine because he getting his stats. Like I think right now he's averaging like what 22 and 8.
Something like that, considering how limited he is. Let me just check. I'll double check for you right now. But yeah, like his considering how limited he's, I guess playing, he's still playing really. His numbers are still okay. It's just it ain't working yet for him. But it takes time. You can't just assume that things are gonna work though. As fast as they do. I'm gonna tell you right now, Pelicans.
Right. That's why a lot of these dweebs that just play NBA 2K, they try to figure like, that's how the game is gonna be in real life. Like, bro, these are real life people. It
Through
takes
four
time.
games in 33 with 33.8 minutes, Zion is averaging 21.3 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, and 1 assist. But
I be trying to tell y'all, I'm not putting myself over. I try to tell y'all, I be having the stats. I be halfway. If I was on the Price is Right, I would have won.
yeah, I mean, like that was pretty accurate though. 'Cause I thought it was like 20-9, but you got me on that one. But
I be
I mean,
telling
that's
you,
the thing. A lot of dudes, a lot of people. That's why I say show your work, because a lot of people come off and say some crazy stuff, and it's like, fam, do you? Is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Do you listen to music or do you just skim through it? Like, you got to look at the numbers, you got to look at the stats. Yes, you can have an opinion, but your opinion, yes, everybody has opinion. What's that saying? Whatever. It's like opinions are assholes. Everybody has them. At the end of the day, your opinion needs to be based off some type of facts. You can't just play 2K and watch 2 minutes of the jump and then be like, all right, cool. This is my point. Like, no. If you're gonna have, you have to, read into it, and before you decide to, say what you say, you gotta have that. You gotta have your opinions based off facts. That's what a lot of cats don't
exactly.
understand.
Actually, watch the game. Don't sit up there and watch the highlights. Like, no,
Exactly. That's what. So we stretching like on Clubhouse. Like if anybody's on Clubhouse, I help run a group called We Are Sports and Attack the Rim. Shout out to the group. And that's our thing with those rooms. Like we not gonna have you come on here and say something and then have no facts behind it. We're gonna ask you questions. And don't, a lot of people either backtrack or try to say, oh, that's not what I said. It's like, bro, you can't just say something and say that's not what I said 2 seconds later if you're wrong. Like, just if you're gonna say something, just have some facts behind it, man. And that's the problem. That's the problem with not only the NBA, that's the problem with sports in general. A lot of guys, and this is something that's been discussed, like, I don't mind the entertainment part. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, obviously, ESPN, the freaking acronym for ESPN is Entertainment Sports Programming Network. I get it, but you have to, if you're showing a lot of sports too, and you have to have that balance. Like, you can know your numbers and know your shit, but also be entertaining. And I feel like that's the balance that's sorely missed, because the people who are entertaining, who are just talking heads, have no substance, don't know their numbers, know nothing, are the people who are getting more press than the people who actually know the numbers. Like, think about basketball. Tim Legler knows his shit. Tim Legler don't come on until 2 in the morning. Tim Legler
right?
used to be on 6.
Yeah, I
Like,
see him on what's the show with him and Cassidy Hubris on ESPN.
is it
It,
NBA matchup or something? It has a different name,
it used to come on, but I
but I
just
know it's,
know Pacific
yeah.
Standard Time used to come on at 10 o'clock at night because every time I used to come back home
So
from work,
yeah.
it used to be on, or I used to have to record it.
Oh, what was it? Coast to Coast or whatever. Like, he used to be on Coast to Coast when they used to do. Remember they used to do Coast to Coast. He used to
Yeah,
be on that all the time. NFL too. They have what's that show that comes on like at random at 2 in the morning? Where they actually are breaking stuff down. I think it's fuck. I think it's called NFL Matchup. Those
mhm.
guys, you do not see those guys on NFL Countdown, or maybe you do, but sparingly. But the dudes who are actually knowing their numbers, they don't come on till 1, 2, 3 in the morning when nobody's watching. And that's the thing. Like, there's the entertainment is more of a ratings thing than the sports. And the thing is, a lot of the casuals and the people who are watching who don't really watch, they are more focused on the entertainment side, and they treat the entertainment sports people by law. And that's the problem. And I feel like if you don't, for me, I just tell people, like, listen, obviously we can't just get them fired in 2 seconds, but phase your content, phase what you listen to, phase what you're watching to yourself. If you like more of the analytic stuff or even just more of the numbers based factual stuff, Go listen to more of that. If you gonna put ESPN on, I got ESPN on now. That shit's on mute. I don't listen to these motherfuckers. like it's just on like, oh yeah, cool, and that's it. And I feel like people should treat it that way because a lot of people are taking these Booger McFarlands and Stephen A's, even though Stephen A knew his stuff and now he's more of an entertainment guy now.
Mhm.
They take their words as law when meanwhile it's just like it's entertainment now. It's like Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman is a good. If you watch Max Kellerman when HBO Sports was around, even though he was on Around the Horn before that. Like Max Kellerman is a very good boxing analyst. Like most of the people I know who watch boxing, revere his work. And now he's just an ESPN talking head where he just respects the Knicks every week. And I'm just like, fam, I don't want to hear that shit no more. Like, I feel you. I get it. You're getting the bag, but at the end of the day, like the entertainment side is cool to have, but you gotta have a healthy balance of sports and entertainment. It is called entertainment sports. It's not entertainment programming, and sports is an asterisk. Like it's part of your thing. But man, I don't work for ESPN. Good thing I don't yet, because I'll be saying this every day. But that's my rant.
Yeah, no, you're right, but they catering to the right now because, like I said, you got these
Right.
NBA 2K players that just want to see highlights. They want to see something real quick, and they don't want to see the game being broken down because they just go by the
Right.
analytic standpoint, which is bull. So the reason why me and you could watch these guys late at night or whenever we want to catch you with them, where they're actually running plays and breaking down the game, we got to wait till late at night. It's the reason why Inside the NBA comes on that late. And it's not just because, that formula has been there forever. It's because more so they don't want to hear the old guys talk about the game. Because, yes, it's entertainment and yes, they're hilarious, but they give
Right.
us basic knowledge of the game. Like the game has changed, yeah, but it's still the basic principles. Like if you're a big guy, and people have been saying this forever with Joe Embiid, get your big ass on the block. Shouts out to Hoops and Brews. Get on the block. If you 7 foot, 250 pounds, just do that. Like you see, Jokic,
Yeah.
he'll shoot the three, and maybe it's just something they teach European players, which is basic fundamentals. It's just like, yo, if you with Jokic, he can shoot the three, yes, but half the time you seeing him in the paint. It's the
He
reason why
bangs
he
in
get
the post.
like 19, 13, and then he'll get like 11 assists or he'll get like 8 assists. It's because a lot of those European players they understand, they read the play. All right, let me get on the block. If I get double, kick it out to the shooter
It's like
instead of just
Embiid.
trying to
Like that's
body
what
him.
pissed me off about Embiid. I'm like, bro, you 7 foot 270. Get your ass in the post. What are you doing? Like, why are you just chilling at the top of the key like I'm gonna shoot a three?
There's no need to. And then the thing is, the centers be like 6'5". Like PJ Tucker plays this past season.
Fam.
Post him.
PJ Tucker is Charles Oakley with a shoe collection.
I can't even say that because Oak could, consistently score when he get down low, when he needed to, anytime,
I hate it, yo.
anytime
I'm a
Patrick
Knicks
needed to go
fan.
break, you have Oak come out, he'll body somebody, put an elbow to him and try to, get a layup or
I
a
mean,
dunk.
okay, yeah. In that case, yeah. You know what it is, bro. I hate I'm a Knicks fan. I do not like Charles. I never like watching Charles Oakley's jump shot. It just annoyed me.
He gonna see you. You on your own with
Give a
that.
fuck.
Oh, okay. Papa, I stabbed. I cut you, Papa. I
Papi,
don't
Papi, I know work for MSG, Papi.
I don't work for MSG. Well, he can't even go to MSG, I think, still.
But he banned from the Garden forever.
How you get
Why he
banned from the
banned me?
Garden is the question I want to ask. Like, it's New York and it's Madison Square Garden. I feel like you got to do some wild, flagrant shit other than what he
Man,
did.
he
'Cause it
was he was wi- he was tired of his shit, man. But listen,
but
bro,
he
he
said
be
it was
talking shit about he talked shit about everybody. The only person I don't think he ever talked shit about was Michael Jordan.
that's his
He
man.
shit on everybody. He shit on Patrick Ewing.
What did he say about Pat?
I forgot. I think he said he was soft or some shit. He wasn't that good of a leader. He said something along the lines of that. Patrick Ewing was like, man, I don't give a fuck.
No,
You're
you know
Patrick
what Pat
Ewing.
did. Pat Jamaican.
Yeah, Pat Jamaican, man. His good Jamaican, his chill Jamaican. So I was like, yeah, man, all right, whatever.
You're right. He's talking no. Pussy
Man,
boy.
now what he said, he, there's a game. What game is it that he's? I think it's like the post game. He's like rude boy man in the middle.
All the reporters like, I'm sorry.
I think it was game 7. I think it's when they went to the finals. He's
Okay,
like, oh my, he's like, oh my rude boy, yeah, man. He had a
I think
patois
he said
sentence.
something. Yeah,
Huh?
I think I know the reporters like I think he's speaking in Bob Hartley language.
Nah, I think Omar Rashad was shocked. Omar Rashad was like, what?
Yeah.
You know how you know Patrick Ewing Jamaican? Because, like, you know how, like, with some Caribbean people, like, that accent don't come out unless they pissed off? Like, Patrick Ewing, you ever seen when Patrick, you shoot that shot?
Oh no, that's infamous.
Yo, but, like, come on, if Patrick Ewing was just asking that question generally, his accent would not have popped up, bro. That shit came out. He's like, who taught you that?
Because
Who
West
practiced
Indies
that shot?
ask you something that you already know the answer to. Wow. And then the dude probably was like nervous. He's like, when did you practice that shot? So it's like,
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's how you know he Caribbean, because when he get angry, his accent pop up.
and his eyes get big as hell.
I used to work with somebody like that. He was from Barbados, and he was like that too. Like, it was very faint, like you heard it, but then when he used to get mad, bro, that Caribbean accent will pop. Like, he be using all types of words. I'm like, oh shit, oh, that motherfucker angry. let me go tell this out of the room.
Yeah, West Indies people when they mad, they give you a 20-minute soliloquy.
Yo, all insults.
Yeah, for 20 minutes straight. It's like, all right, bro, your voice ain't went out yet. You've been yelling for 20 minutes, bro.
Longer than Loaded Lux first round against Calico.
Bruh, with no beat. Like, bro, you ain't getting no air. You just keep going. It's like, all right, you got it.
All right, bro. All right.
Tell them why you mad, son. Yo, I just be mad with.
Yo, man. But
yeah. Kevin.
I mean, aside from that, the first week is the first week, man. Like, I mean, listen, man. The week.
KD getting that average. I said he was gonna get about 22.9. He averaging 27 right now. I think
that man, he may stay at 27, bro. I don't think the way he playing, I don't think he gonna lower than 24.
The thing is, he could. Here's the thing,
but he
bro.
looks the same. That's the wild part, bro. Like, and he is a jump shooter. People act like this is like if LeBron tore his Achilles, I'd be a little shook, because I'm like, LeBron needs to get a consistent jump shot. Kevin Durant has always had a jumper since fucking Texas. He always had the jumper. So, or even since high school, with KD, is just like, if he ended up becoming a spot up shooter or just a one dribble pull up, he's still gonna get his buckets. That man is probably the biggest matchup nightmare in NBA history. Like, he is a 2 guard in a 7-footed body.
Yep.
If you shorter than him, he's gonna shoot over you. If he's bigger than you, he's gonna, he'll hit you with a little post move. If a 4 tries to go slower than him, he's gonna drive past him. Like, he just has it all. He just that he's gonna eat forever unless the guy can't literally fucking walk. And that's when you're looking like Willis Reed in Game 7. That's one thing, but on a consistent basis. But if he's looking the way he's looking now, off a torn Achilles, and he's averaging what he's averaging, bro, I don't want to hear it. Like, and people were thinking like, oh, but he has an Achilles, and I'm like, but look how crazy this man is playing off 7 games, and he ain't played for a year and a half.
And the thing is, you know how great his IQ is, and him just as an overall player. Like, every team he's played for, or every new system he plays in, like when Scott Brooks left and Billy Donovan came, he kind of played a little bit similar, but he slowed down a little bit to work with Billy Donovan's system, because it's always half court. When he went to Steve Kerr's offense, we seen how that work. And he got his shot. It was like, all right, Steph, get yours. Because Steph still averaged, I think, last year, like 29, or the season before last, 29 points still. But his defense got better being KD. Now you see what Steve Nash is like. You would think Steve Nash should do the 7 seconds thing because Mike D'Antoni is an assistant coach. But in fact, right now they run a fast break, but it works with KD where it's like you don't have to go full blown on a fast break to go for the dunk. He goes for the dunk when he's coming off the dribble and he sees the lane open. Like, he's not trying to go for the contact, which is in his career even longer.
It's like fast. You know what it is? It's like how can I explain this? It's like a more methodical fast break. Like it's a fast break with a purpose. It's not like okay, yeah, just
Push the
run
ball
down
up.
the court. The first shot you see in 7, pull it. Like nah, it's a little like it's fast paced, but there's more of a methodical approach to it, and that's what it is. Like they know the speed that they can run at. They know they can run fast, but they just they're picking their shots well. Kyrie is playing out of his mind. KD's gonna do the same, and listen, bro, Brooklyn. I want to say I always say it because it's the Nets, and I'm like, bro, everybody says it's the Nets, and yeah, whatever. But being in New York, but the Nets are deep. You know, it's funny because people will talk about, oh, are the Nets gonna beat the Bucks, bro? The Bucks. Here's the thing with Milwaukee, and I say this every time. When it comes to the regular season, Giannis is unstoppable. But when it comes to the playoffs, the game slows down. Giannis cannot fucking spin move a halfback dive all game. They just gonna build a wall and they're gonna make everybody else beat him. And those teams are, listen, Drew Holiday's a great pickup, but still, I don't think that team is as deep as the Nets. Remember, the Nets made the playoffs. Well, how many games did Kyrie play last year? What, 20?
Yeah.
Maybe?
And
I
remember
don't think he
though,
played more than 25.
and
They
then
made
remember
the playoffs without him.
he was averaging like 34 points, 32 points those first couple games.
Right. Right. They made the play, and mind you, this team made the playoffs, and they got swept, but they made the playoffs without Kyrie Irving. Like literally everybody, the team is basically the same except you added Kyrie and KD. Did they really lose anybody? I
Mm-mm.
don't think so.
They added
The team,
Landry Shamet from the Clippers though.
yeah, like they got some pieces with trades. Like they gave up players that weren't going to contribute as much, but this team more or less minus Kyrie being hurt and then KD missing the whole year because of the Achilles made the playoffs. Like you're literally adding onto it. It's not like they lost. It's not one thing if they gutted their whole bench. Like those guys who are playing, the guys who were putting up crazy minutes, last year because they were doing that because Kyrie and KD were out, and now
Mm-hmm.
they're on the bench. So you're getting those guys in spurts, and Karis LeVert off the bench is insane. Like he's gonna eat, bro. He's averaging 20. What is it? 20. He's gonna average 20 to 20. You can average 20 points off the bench if you really wants to. Then you got Joe Harris who's still there. I mean, Dinwiddie did get hurt, but now you got what's the kid TLC who's serviceable. This is a deep team. This is a much deeper team than Milwaukee. Miami to me was were beneficiaries of circumstance. I don't understand where the fuck everybody's scared of Miami, and I don't want to hear this because you from New York. No, I put my biases aside when it comes to actually analyzing shit. I'm
Right.
not scared of Miami. I'm not, bro. Y'all want to, Jimmy Butler is a great player. I'm not now. Is he a There were people when we did so a couple weeks ago on Clubhouse. We had did a top 25 NBA players because the ESPN one was so garbage that we did it literally by people actually voting, us discussing, giving analysis to it and everything. And people were like, "Yo, Jimmy Butler's not top 20." I said, "No, he's not. He's a great player, but is he better than some of the play? Like, I'm not scared of if I'm the Nets, I'm going to Heat. I'm not scared of the Heat. Kevin Durant's giving Bam Adebayo drugs. Kyrie Irving's gonna give Tyler Hero, Goran Dragic, it don't matter who it is, drugs. And Jimmy Butler, you have Karis, Karis LeVert is gonna have to give Jimmy Butler his hands full. Like the Heat just playing in the bubble and the way their identity is benefited them a lot more than it did other teams. And like I said, they were beneficiaries of the circumstances. They took advantage of what was given to them. They took advantage of the Bucks. They took advantage of all the other teams they beat. It's just how it happens. It's just how it works that way. And he didn't really make that many acquisitions to me that made me think, oh yeah, they're gonna go back to the finals. They're not going back, bro. Like, so sorry, Heat fans. You want to tweet me? My Twitter is @whoisoriginal. If they make the finals, tweet me all you want. But if you don't, that's your problem.
So I'm thinking about what you just said, and then I'll go back to the Nets as a whole. They So top 20. Top 20, because Clay is out this year. And mind you, they made the list around that time or a little bit before he got hurt. I'm not sure. And that ESPN list is always garbage. I didn't forget when they had Bean like 86. They had Bean like 86, like 2015, 2014. They had Kobe. Uh, so thinking about it right now, by deep, nah, because I can't even say by default. We got to come back to that. So next episode, let's come back to that, and then let's make our personal top 20. Because I want to put Jimmy Butler there, but then I'm just thinking about the East as a whole, and I'm just thinking about wing players. I'm thinking about Bradley
I'm
Beal
sorry.
right
We had him as 19 when we did the list. We had him at 19. And people were like, he should have been 10 to 15. I'm like, no.
now. I ain't even going that far. Like
No.
19 is serviceable because it's like, nah, he's not better than. I'm thinking about just the East. He ain't better than
Yeah.
Bradley Beal. He ain't better than Jason Tatum. He's not better than. I mean, I ain't gonna put him. He's nowhere near KD or Kyrie. Is crazy. I mean, 19
Ben,
is serviceable.
yeah.
I might put Chris Middleton over him. Might.
I feel you, but no.
Well, the jumper.
Chris Middleton, to me,
defense.
Chris Middleton's like 25 to 30, 25 to 40. He's in that range somewhere. Because then you go into the CJs and you go into the bona fide second options for different teams. The Zach Levines, you go into that realm of guys.
Honestly, if it was another team, Jimmy Butler would be the second option.
That's what I'm saying.
He's more so a system guy. Like when he played for us on the Bulls, we tried to make him when D Rose was out like the number one scorer, but it was system based with Coach Tibbs. It was like, all right. So the best other when D Rose was hurt, so the 2000, if I'm not mistaken, 2013-14 season when we had Nate Robinson, whatever team Nate Robinson was on, and it was Kurt Heinrich, it was kind of like, all right, in the playoffs, there's Nate here, it's Kurt, Jimmy or it'd be like Kurt, Jimmy, or whatever day. It just depends on the matchup because our matchups was great for that season that we had Nate Robinson and all that. But when you look at the 76ers, it was supposed to be Joe Embiid, even though Mike Brown couldn't figure it out, or Brett Brown, I'm sorry, couldn't figure out if he wanted Ben Simmons or Joe Embiid to be the number one, which is the biggest problem because, like I always say, you can't tee 7 feet. So Joe Embiid should be your number one scorer by default, even if he want to shoot them stupid ass 17 to 15-foot jumpers, still making you a number one option. But then it would be like either one of those two, Ben Simmons or Joe Embiid, was going to be a 1 and 2, and then it was like Jimmy Butler get in here and get your 18 points. So with me, I think he serves best as a second option, or if you got a system like he did with the Heat. So he's definitely.
I would agree.
I would have to think about that more. So let me go back to the Nets. So the Nets right now, I think could use, especially because Spencer, what he tear his ACL, which is crazy.
I think it's partially torn. I don't think it was a fully torn ACL.
Okay, so
regardless, he's gonna miss a good amount. He's gonna miss a sizable amount of time.
Right. I think right now they good, but you got to look before they needed like a second option. Because obviously Karras is going to start, and I think he shouldn't have started anyway, but I could see what they were doing with Spencer Dinwiddie, even though that's 3 ball handlers on the court at one time, being him, Kyrie, and KD. But I felt like they still needed like a third scoring option, a third guard for that spot. And right now you definitely need to get one. You definitely need somebody else that can get just an open shot. I don't even think you need anybody that is ball dominant. Somebody that can just create their own shot and without giving a lot of weight right now. Maybe get an older player, somebody that can just get you, because it's the East. You don't need too much to get that far because their biggest matchup problem, or not even biggest matchup problem, their hardest task might be the Celtics. Because I got the Celtics going deep in the playoffs this year in the East. But that's obviously their biggest issue because The Bucks not gonna be a problem, especially in the playoffs in that half court. They smoking the Bucks. I think they beat the Bucks
Yeah.
5 games, maybe 6 at the most. They getting the
And
Bucks about
Budenholzer, and sorry to cut you off, Budenholzer doesn't make adjustments either.
at all. Is it? And then he used
Never
to
did
say,
it with Atlanta. Never did it with Atlanta with them 60-win fucking fakes. That's what I
right.
call them. Sorry,
I mean,
sorry,
look, I
respectfully.
had a conversation about
They
that
were good
yesterday.
season in regular season, but in the playoffs, he doesn't make adjustments. And I always say that every year when the Bucks are. I'm like, bro, do you know who the my Milwaukee Bucks coach is? Did
Yeah,
you
because
see what he did at Atlanta?
obviously now Giannis is there to stay, so it's like you got to get rid of Mike Budenholzer, and I think that happens
Yeah,
after this if he doesn't produce. Hell, if they lose, let's say 10 more games, because right now I think they like 1-2. Let's see if they start losing a lot of games, they might get rid of him, mid-season,
definitely.
because I think he's the biggest issue right now. I mean, Giannis still got to learn how to consistently get a shot, and I'm so tired of him just pulling up. Don't pull up for the three, bro, because it's not probably gonna go in. You don't even need to pull up 15 feet out. Just go inside. Get you a spin. I mean, obviously it's an old style, but you know, get you a hook shot. Get you a turnaround jumper. You 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan.
Yeah,
Like I wish he would work
get a
hard.
respected jump shot because
Yeah,
he got that Giannis got that
he
when
got a
you
Draymond.
play pickup he got the if he make it like yeah we'll live with it. He got the we'll live with it jump shot. Like, oh yeah, he'll make okay, yeah, whatever. He not gonna make 2, 3 in a row that's gonna be like, oh shit, you gotta respect the jump shot now. Like he does not have a respectable jump shot.
And he's 26
It's
now. Like
yeah.
athleticism is gonna start going away. I mean, he's still young, but the athleticism is gonna go away. You can't just fast break, dunk all the time. You can't just turn around, dunk all the time. You can't Euro step. That's gonna stop going away. And that's how they got him. They got him on his weak side when the Heat played him. They was racking that ball straight from his hands.
Yep, definitely. But I think the Nets are I'm gonna say Nets Celtics are gonna be the top two in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Celtics, weirdly enough, they play better without a point guard, which is you would think is crazy. But without Kemba, they actually play somewhat, I guess, better. Um, and with the Nets, I mean, yeah, Dinwiddie's hurt, but this gives they got the kid. What's homie's name? He was with Detroit, Bruce Brown, I think it was. And
Mm-hmm.
he could, he may, you got you kind of with Dinwiddie's spot. It may be if they do contribute and they play well and they kind of match that absence, it could be a player by committee, replacement by committee type thing where either Bruce Brown gives some good minutes or TLC does. So those two guys can kind of mask Spencer Dinwiddie's absence. If they don't play well, you can go for. I mean, shit. If I'm the Knicks and Alec Burks is playing well, I trade him to Brooklyn for a couple picks. You could do that too, because a lot of these 1 year Knick guys, they're gonna do the same thing they did last year with Marcus Morris, where if they're playing well, all right, yo, you play or any playoff teams want whoever, all right, cool, give us some picks and maybe a young player, and we'll give you him. You know, like if I see that with the Knicks, and I see what Brooklyn has in regards to picks or anything or any side, any beneficial assets, that's what I would do. I shop Alibert straight to them. I'll take Alberts on a 4 train and go with him to Barclays and drop him off. If that helps them, it helps the Knicks. You could do something like that too.
But we know that's not
So
how the Knicks work. The Knicks work when your contract is up, you can just leave.
I mean, yeah, unless they do, like I said, unless they do what they did with Marcus Morris last year, where we got a bunch of picks from the Clippers. So you know,
Yeah, I'm
but
really
I think
surprised.
that I think the Nets are still to me. I think the Nets are still are going to be the team to beat. And like I said, we know it's a weekend, but you actually, yes, it's a weekend. But me looking at how the how games and teams fared out last year, and looking at the situation this year, a mix of both, I can't bet against Brooklyn. It's one thing if this team won only fucking 10 games last year with Kyrie and KD out. That's like, all right, well they need time to gel. But this team made the playoffs without both of them.
Right.
And you're adding two of the top. I mean, you're adding two of the debate. You're it definite two of the top 10 to 15 players in the whole NBA. Like, how do you argue against that? You can't. I mean, you can if you want to, but you're gonna lose that argument. It's too fact. It's just a big glaring fact. So Brooklyn's my pick out of the East, though. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go Brooklyn as well. And Steve Nash is a first year coach and he's doing a good job so far. So we'll see how. I mean, the benefit is that he's in the East. I think everything is related to being in the East because the East is the best it's been in years though. Like damn near every team has a star player or all star. So the East
Right.
has definitely been best, been as
There's
good
that too.
in years.
Because the people have been doing that whole the East, and it's like the East is getting better though. Like we can't go with the East is weak now because the East has three really good teams. I mean, really from one to because okay, you have let's kind of so Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Boston, Philly is four, Toronto's probably still gonna make the playoffs. That's five. Miami six. I mean, Orlando's a team that makes the playoffs every. They're not. Is Orlando a team that's gonna? Orlando's a team that's always a hard fought team that makes the playoffs every year. And for some reason when they play the Bucks, they go seven every fucking season. So Orlando's seven, and then at eight you have you could maybe the Wizards get in, maybe the Pacers like from one
Man,
to five or six. From one to five or six, like it's not like the East is actually a very respectable conference. It's not like a couple years ago where it was like, all right, yeah, there's 3 or 4 teams, and then the rest of the conference, you gonna get in with a 32-48 record. Like it's
right.
not it's not it's not it's not the Eastern Conference that we knew from the last couple years. Like the East is a very deep conference.
Yeah, because originally I thought the Wizards would make it in. That seems to
I
be
don't know
the
about that
case.
now.
Yeah, nah. Because man, they 0-3 right now. I thought Russ was gonna make it to the playoffs. It's like
Yeah, it's not looking too good. But
why
I
sit
mean,
right?
they getting people back though. I think Rui came. I think Rui got cleared to play because he has something with his eye. He got
Mm,
cleared to play. He got cleared to play. So maybe that helps. But also it's a lot of new people. I feel like it's a lot of new parts too. So I
yeah.
mean, hopefully they get it together soon. But they got 10 less games to get together than they usually do every year. So you gotta be concerned. That's something for concern.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Wizards make it.
I mean, when we discussed the season, I had
I'm
them
sorry, I'm tripping.
as
The Hornets. I just went back to the Wizards. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hornets make it.
all the Hornets. I mean,
But you see how they're playing now, and I'm saying this as a non-biased, Triple B fan. Shouts out to Lamelo.
shout out to
It's
the big,
just
shout out to Big VAR.
you see how they moving the ball though.
Yeah, I mean, LaMelo coming off the bench and not playing fourth quarter minutes is a little weird, but
He
hopefully
got
when he gets those opportunities, he does show that he belongs at those, in that moment. And who knows, maybe that does help them, because the Hornets aren't, they aren't the sexy pick. I mean, they are because everybody's like, oh my God, LaMelo Ball, but they could, that 6 to 8, the 6 to 10 in the East is a little. It's a little bit muddy. It's not. There isn't a certified 6, 7, 8 that you could pick. Because like yes, the Wizards may slip out, but the Wizards can come back in. Then maybe the Hornets. The Hornets will fight for a spot. You have, like I said, Orlando. You have Indiana. You have. I mean, that's really it for me. I mean, even though people are going to say Cleveland now, but the Knicks just stopped their undefeated record. Um, I mean, 6 to 10 is going to be interesting in the East. And we know the West we know already, but the East is going to be a lot more competitive than people think.
right, right, right. All right. Well, since we already here, you want to go ahead and do this is something you came out with and it's creative. And I know we're gonna have topics like this often because it's very easy for everybody just to do the same analytical stuff. So you want
Yeah.
to get to our NBA Street idea that you came up with?
Yeah. So I don't know for some reason this what sparked this convo. this discussion because I think it was I think it was when we did the Show Your Work episode of Kayfabe Ain't Dead that we were talking about Memphis Bleak. And man, Just Blaze is giving him all of NBA street beats. So I'm like,
Yeah,
man, what if we did the current NBA rosters like as NBA street teams? So I'm gonna do the East. Banks, I guess you got the West. And well, I guess we'll do it in alphabetical order. I mean, or I could do it by divisions. It don't really matter to me. But I'm a rattle some teams off right now. I actually did not write this down, so I'm freestyling this. This is all first verse, all loaded Lux. So I'm gonna start. Hold on one sec. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get it on right now. I just had it all up too. I hate my fucking phone. Listen,
no, it's
kids,
all,
if you got a phone, get a laptop or an iPad, man, because working everything off a phone is low key not
yeah.
that
That's
fun.
why I had to go invest into a laptop because the one I had before was trash. So I was like, nah, let
Yeah.
me get a better laptop because I really be podding and this other stuff I got to do. So I can't just be looking at my phone doing this and then my attention be short at times too. So
Nah, I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on. I'm gonna get you I guess you know what? I'll do it by I'm gonna do it by division. So
okay,
let's see. I'm gonna start with Boston with the Atlantic Division. We got Boston. So if you're gonna do a 5 for Boston, the starting three for Boston will probably be for me, I will have as the 5, it'd be Kemba, Tatum, Jalen Brown as the top three. And then off your bench will probably be I'm gonna say Marcus Smart. And damn, they don't really got a they center situation is not that good. I mean, you can put Grant Williams, you could put I guess Daniel Tice. Yeah, with Boston, yeah. So if Boston were to start, I feel like you got to put the Just Blaze beats behind this. Yeah, it's gonna be Kemba Walker. It's gonna be Kemba, Tatum, and Jalen, and then your bench guys will be Daniel Tice and Marcus Smart. So you want to alternate this, or you want me to just rattle off my teams?
yeah, you just rattle off your teams and then I go with
All
mine,
right,
or just do
all right.
yours right
So
now and then the second ones I'll do it.
so then I got the Nets. The Nets, it would be my starting three would be Kyrie. Kyrie and KD. Your third guy will probably be. I mean, for me, it'd be Kyrie, Karras, and KD. That's a hard three to beat, bro. Damn. And then the two. Hold on. Then the two off the bench will probably be. Let's see. The two off the bench will be. I mean, I'll put Joe Harris for shooting. And you know what? I put Joe Harris and Jared Allen for blocks. Yeah, definitely. That's probably the best one, honestly. I'm gonna start writing these down too as we get into it. Hold on, I'm gonna get you right now. My fault, my dog wanna bark. Uh,
It's all right. Now I can tell it's a pit too.
yep. Boston. So Tice and Marcus Smart, and then from Brooklyn, it was KD, Kyrie, Karras, Jarrett, and Joe Harris. All right. And then the Knicks, this is probably a booty ass team, but I'm gonna just do. Nah, actually, this could be decent. I mean, I would probably do RJ, Julius, and Mitchell Robinson, and then
Mhm.
off the bench, damn, the bench is. You know what? Give me Obi off the bench, and then as your fifth guy. Damn, who I want as the fifth guy for the Nets for the Knicks? Uh, damn, quickly. I would take Obi, and I would take, and I'm doing this minus injuries too. Damn man, NBA Street Dennis Smith would be low key be crazy on dunks, but damn, he don't play that well though.
Hey, that's it. Yeah, I mean,
DSJ,
damn.
I'm a damn DSJ would be a fire NBA Street player.
Shit, he an NBA street player right now. I forgot all about him.
Damn, DSJ,
They need to sign him a dream deal.
Real. You know what? I'm gonna put Alec Burks. Fuck it. This is a 2-star team. Boston is a 4-star. I think the Nets are a 5-star team. Would you agree?
It's KD and Kyrie and NBA Street, of course.
That's a 5-star team.
Like just them two alone, bro. You get game breakers 2 all the time. If we do NBA Street 2, game breakers 2 all the time.
Yo, remember you could get like game breakers on one possession? That'd be them, definitely.
Oh yeah, because I used to smash the square button. I used to go crazy, bro.
Smashing any button with the square button just to get points.
What's my man with the street ball player? I used to go crazy with him.
Well, who? Who was it?
The dude with the 10 boots, like the street ball player on NBA Street 2.
Bonafide.
Yeah, I used to go crazy.
Bonafide had the Tims. Bonafide had the Tims of Street 1.
Let me see. I think he had him in the second one.
He did, bro. Playing ball in Tims is dangerous.
No, that sounds like Callus is like a mother.
Hey man,
no foot on explode.
Pat Beverly wish he was Bonafide.
Yeah, them Birdman lugs on. He could never.
Pat Beverly thought he was Bonafide. So, no, sir. Hold on 1 second, bro.
All right.
1 second.
Wow, Nelson is out right now. Hold on. I'll just do my roster instead. Yeah, go ahead. I'll just do my roster while you go ahead. So, for what division is this? I think this is the Southwest Division right now. So, for the Southwest Division, no, that's not the Southwest. All right, I'll just do this. So, because my computer's taking a minute to load. So for the Utah Jazz roster, I got Mike Conley at the 1. Now, if it's NBA Street Style, I mean, I'm not going to be able to guard that much. But all right, so I'll put Jordan Clarkson at the 1, which is insane. I got Jordan Clarkson at the 1. I got, obviously, Donovan Mitchell at the 2, 3, just for the shots alone. Bojan Bogdanovic, I will put Joe Ingles at the 3, and then Boban at the 4, and then at the 5, obviously, I'm putting Rudy Gobert.
So who's your 5 guys? You got Donovan.
I put, this might be stupid, but forget it. I did it anyway. I put Jordan Clarkson at the 1 because it's NBA Street Style, so I just got to score. So I put Jordan Clarkson at the 1 instead of Mike Conley. I put Donovan at the 2. I put Joe Ingles at the 3. I put Boban Bogdanovic at the 4.
Bogdan, yeah.
And then I got Rudy Gobert at the 5.
As the 3, I probably if it was 3 style, it'd probably be Conley, Dono, and Spider and Gobert. But Clarkson, Spider, and Gobert is not a bad team either. Because you could just gun with them 2 and then just have Gobert get rebounds and blocks.
That's right, because the thing is, I just have, if I'm starting off, I can have Donovan. Actually, if I'm playing the 3-on-3 style, obviously like NBA Street is, I got Donovan at the 1. I can have Boban at the 2 spot, and then 3, I can have Rudy. It is not going to be a lot of rebounding, but I mean, obviously from Rudy, that's about it. But a lot of defense down low.
Who's your 5th guy?
Who's your my 5th guy? I just said.
Oh, Conley. Yeah, Mike Conley.
I said. No, I didn't say Mike Conley, but I forgot we got to do the spot. Oh yeah, off the bench. Obviously Mike Conley.
Yeah. So your 5 would be Spider, Jordan Clarkson, Bojan, Rudy, and Conley. That's not a bad 5 for NBA Street.
That's a 4 team, probably a 3.5, just because there's not going to be a lot of rebounding. It's not going to be a lot of rebounding, but it's going to be a lot of shooting.
Right.
And Rudy's getting us some blocks. That's about it.
That's a fact. You know what? How about we do this?
Okay.
We're gonna do it division wise. So I'll do a whole division, you do a whole division, and I'm gonna write them both down. It's like while you I'm gonna
Okay,
yeah,
bet.
so
Yeah, because I just did.
let me round the yeah, so let me finish the Atlantic and then you'll do the Northwest. And then I'll do like Southeast, you'll do Pacific, and we'll alternate it that way. That sound good?
Bet. Let's
All right,
do that.
let's get it. So for
Yeah.
the Sixes, I got obviously Ben and Joel. As my third guy though, damn, that's a tough one. Cause you got cause you could use fucking Tobias Harris. I say Tobias, but you know what? Yeah, it'd be
I
Ben
mean,
Tobias.
it's either him or
It'd be
Danny
Ben.
Green. Which one?
I mean, does it really matter?
Yeah, one can actually make a shot. I mean, one is just tall and beige, and the other one is shorter and beige and can't make a shot. So
And won a championship. I
yeah,
mean,
I mean, he's won 3 championships, but at the same time, he couldn't make no open shots in the bubble, and that's Danny Green.
yeah, that is true. Because then
So it's just like
your last two is interesting too. Because then you got, I mean, you could put Tobias or Danny, and then your last guy's hard because like you got Seth also. You got Dwight Howard as your back center. You got Shake. Like,
yeah.
damn,
So
this is a hard one actually.
you got height though,
Damn, you got mad people that
but not enough.
yeah. They got two bona fide, like they got two big guys, but then the other three is like, damn, who do you use out of those people? I'll probably put Tobias. All right, so the starting would be I probably just have Ben, Tobias, and Joel Embiid, and then as my backups, that's hard, man. Damn. Seth, I would use Seth Curry, definitely. Man, fuck it, give me Dwight Howard.
Off the bench, yeah, because you do need another rebounder. I
Yeah,
mean,
Dwight off the bench. He old, but fuck it.
you got speed already with Ben Simmons. That's about it. That's the only speed player you got on a fast break. So you're gonna be using the hell out your turbo button.
Because you really think about it, they only got one center. It would be Joel's your only center, and then between Tobias, Danny Green, and Seth, you got no centers basically. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that
between
and
For me, it's Danny, Seth. For me, the three people you put on the bench definitely is between Danny, Seth, and Dwight. I mean, you gonna put Danny and Seth, or you gonna say fuck Dwight Howard and leave him out?
no, because
I mean,
they already running that, right? They running that in the actual game right now.
right, that is true.
And it's not it's faster. That's all I can say. Like I told you before we came on air, like the 76ers are way faster, but you know,
You know
they're not
what?
giving they're not giving up a lot of points. It's just it's hard to score. They got more floor spacing now. That's about it. But then it's like eventually you got to make Tobias a pick and pop type guy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put Danny and Seth off the bench.
Okay,
Sorry, Dwight.
so
Sorry,
you're gonna have Ben
B12.
Simmons, Tobias, and Joe.
Yep.
Okay, that's not bad.
Is Ben Simmons, and B Tobias as your starting three, and Danny and Seth come off the bench.
It's gonna be hard to score in that style, that gameplay style, but
I
you
mean,
got
yeah,
height. You got height. That's about
that's
it.
a height. Yeah, that's a height team. And then the Raptors,
God bless.
Van.
Wait, I'll take
Because
that back. I'm kind of captain like in the NBA style.
you got Van Vliet, Pascal's your two,
Cal,
Kyle Lowry.
Cal.
Yeah, that's a short team though.
It's short. I mean, this is like in
And
real
then
life,
you
it's a
got
short team, but
off your
that's bucket.
bench, off your bench would be OG and I guess Norman Powell.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm like, who else did they get? They gave up
Yeah,
more.
OG and Norman Powell. Yeah, that would be their five. I bet. So let me just hold on, because I'm putting this in my notes. Atlantic Division.
Same here.
I bet. So, all right. So my Atlantic division is done. So it's on you for the Northwest.
Okay.
So
So
you
my
did
Northwest.
you started the you did the Northwest division, right?
Yeah, I'm starting off with the Northwest, and I did the Jazz. If you want to take those notes down again,
No, I wrote it
my
down.
computer stopped
It's
tripping.
in Spider. Hold on. It's Spider Clarkson, Bojan, Rudy, and Mike Conley. That's your 5, right?
Yep.
Or you? I bet.
Okay, so let me just go to Portland.
All right. So Blazers,
I
right?
mean, off the back with Portland. Yeah, off the back. I mean, in NBA style, he an MVP. So Dame, obviously, I'm going with CJ McCollum, who will work best in that style.
Yeah.
Uh, my 3 or my starter.
Yeah. You got to put a 5
All right.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Give me Melo. Give
Listen,
me
Mellow and Street Volume 3 was a fucking problem.
right. That's his
I
like
used to.
second. No, that's his 4th year in the league too.
Yeah. Definitely. So you got
Yeah,
Dame,
no,
CJ,
he.
Mello.
Remember, he was no, no. That was his actual second year. That was 2005, right? When 3 came out.
3 came out, I want to say was 05. Because he has the one he was on the cover on, but that was when the PS3 came out. That was 07. Hold on, let me see. NBA Volume 3. I want to say 2005.
Yeah, that's home court.
I think I played that game like
Yeah,
2
okay, it
times.
was because you know why?
V Volume 3 was
Yeah,
05 and Home Court was 07.
yeah, I remember home court because they had LeBron rookie shoes on there for some reason.
Yeah.
And then home court was fired because you know what I mean it was next gen and you can go crazy with the right analog stick more than ever.
Right, yeah,
Pause.
facts.
All
Yeah.
right, so I got
Dame, CJ, Mello,
all right.
Nurk.
Give me
I mean,
yeah,
Nurk wouldn't be like a all world team, but
yeah, give me Nerd. Give me Gary Trent Jr.
and that's it.
and
That's
then
yes 5.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who will be your
And
other
then
driver? Like
Ernest Canner.
I don't know about Ennis Canner. I would say Nurk though. I would take Nurk over Canner.
Because Robert Covington in the NBA style game, it's like, bro, he's just, I don't know.
He marginal. Robert Covington's a bench guy in an NBA street style game.
That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
style of play where it's just like, you know, he gonna play defense, he gonna get a shot when he open. That's
Right.
all I'm thinking about.
All
So,
right. Out of
but
5
Gary Trent, NBA street style, that he going crazy.
out of 5 stars, what do you rate this Blazers team in NBA Street?
Probably 4, just because you got Dame and CJ alone.
And the Jazz?
3. I'll give him a 3.
All right. That's all right. I didn't do that with the Atlanta. Hold on. I gave the Knicks 2 stars. I gave Brooklyn 5. I gave Boston 4. The Sixers are, I would say, 4. And the Raptors, I would say 3. Yeah, I would give. Yeah, that sounds fair. The Raptors get 3. All right.
Yeah. What I was about to say, I was about to say, you don't think Obi Toppin, or I was about to call him Obi-Wan. Obi Toppin not going off in NBA Street.
That's why I gave him 2. I was gonna give him 1, but Obi be dunking like a motherfucker.
Right.
Obi
All
Obi do
right.
Obi gonna do mad dinner served in the game.
Right. Him and Dennis, crazy in NBA Street.
I know, but I feel bad. I'm cutting DJ from it, but I have to
I mean,
because
where's
Burks is
Frank?
a. Nah, you know what, bro? I'm putting DSJ in because DSJ in the NBA Street is insane. They still a 2-star
That's what
team,
I'm
but
saying. His dunk is gonna be like 99, or it's gonna be in NBA Street. You know how all the bars filled up? It's gonna be
He's
all
gonna
the
be like a
bars
four
filled.
star. He's at least a 4-star in dunks.
Right, that's it. Everything else is like shooting, nah. Dunking,
Facts.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you still got 3 teams left in the Northwest.
All right, so I'm on the Timberwolves right now, and of course D'Angelo Russell got him as number one, like number one in that system. NBA
Yeah.
Street, go crazy. Number two, I'm going with Anthony Edwards, the rookie, and this is when it's like, hush.
D'Lo
Uh,
Edwards and Cat. That's a nice 3 actually.
yeah. Oh
But
yeah,
they bench
Cat.
is but they bench is Huff though.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, this is a 3 team, definitely, bro. Just because
Oh my
D'Angelo, Anthony, and Cat, and this type of, that type of gameplay, it'll be straight. Especially just
yeah.
D'Angelo by itself, it'll be decent. I should just say that.
Let's see. Who else is on their team?
Malik, Sage, Pippen, Beasley.
Sage. Oh my god, bro.
That man gave up his whole family, but this ain't TMZ. But
Yeah. Who is that bench? I
bruh,
mean you got
Malik Beasley,
Beasley.
Ed Davis,
Ugh.
John Quan. I call him. I can't say Juan. Oh, Juan Chair.
Juancho.
Hey, no,
Hernan Gomez.
Quancho Foreign. That's what I'm calling him. Quancho Hernangos.
Juancho Herman, bro. Juancho
Yeah, no,
Hernan
he ain't no Juan. He
Gomez.
Quan. He saw that from Quancho Foreign, Quavo Porn.
Oh my god, bro. Who's your other 2, man? Is it Malik?
Yeah, let's go back. We ain't even got to sit on this team too long because, bro, I'm really up here scratching my head. Ed Davis and fucking just give me Jared Culver, bro. No, give me Malik. I already got Malik. So give me Ed Davis and Quavo.
No, you got D'Lo. You got D'Lo, Cat, Edwards. The other 2 to round up the 5. So would you put Beasley and Culver? That's what I would put.
Beasley. No, I'm putting Beasley and Davis, bro.
Ed Davis. All right,
Yeah, I can't now see Quavo.
bro. I'm sorry,
Hermangos.
Juancho Hernan Gomez. I'm
That's what
sorry,
I'm saying,
but
bro. We don't need to sit.
that bench, we're not gonna sit on it because that bench makes it a 2-star team. Oh
Hey,
my,
once again, bro. Hey, I'm cool with that. Once again, free cat, bro. This man, it said he leave, he ain't gonna be no Hall of Famer. He gotta leave, bro.
yeah, definitely.
It's something bad always happens too. Now he got a wrist injury. It's like, bro, he gotta go.
All right, facts. All right, so who's next? You got 2 more teams left in the division.
Oh, okay. See, this gonna be another fast one. Cause come on, bro.
All right, Shea.
Cause as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, oh shit. So I got Shea. I got Luke Dort,
Lou
Lugunus
Dort.
Dort. Bro, we ain't scoring at all. Shea
Oh
got
my
to go crazy.
god,
Yeah, Luke
this is
Dort.
ew.
Bro, Shea got to go crazy. Yeah, he got to go
Al
crazy, bro.
Horford. This team is
Al
terrible.
Horford.
This team is horrible.
This is insane. Yeah, they gonna need all them draft picks.
Who is your bench? Bait.
Trevor Reza.
Man, fuck the bench. You don't even got a bench. This team's so terrible.
Dog, I'm really looking up here like I'm up here doing like that gif with Monte Ellis when he looking at the computer rubbing his hands. He like,
Yeah,
oh,
rubbing
like,
your hands and
Trevor.
shit. Like,
Just give me Trevor Reza, George Hill, bro.
Oh my god. Even though Hamidou Diallo was a slam dunk champion, but that's still not gonna help. This is a 1-star team.
Easily, bro. That's the damn
I'm sorry.
shame. No,
Sorry, Oklahoma City.
Give him 2 because of Shea, bro, or 1.5
And
because
he's
of Shea.
like, nah, I'm giving him a 1, bro. I can't do it, bro. This is no better than a 2.
All right, hey, listen.
You know,
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna really fight you on that one. It's like it is what it is.
wait, hold on. In NBA Street, they did half stars, right?
For the team ratings, I'm trying to remember because they did. It'd be like
They did. All right,
it'd
all
be
right.
like 1 through 5 or
So
something like that. But
I'm gonna make the Blazers and Jazz 3.5 respectively.
okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't think the Blazers could. I don't think you can make the Blazers a 4 and the Jazz a 3. I feel like they're both equal. All right, you got the Nuggets, you got Denver, and that's it.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, listen. I can kind of go fast on these teams for the most part because off the top of my head, I know what I would do. So Jamal Murray,
Joker,
Joker, and
MPJ,
I need a look. MPJ, and then I want Gary Harris, and then this is gonna throw you off. I should go with Will Barton, but I'm going with Bo.
Bobo. That's fair.
I'm telling you, hey, bro,
Hey,
look,
this
when
is a
Bo
4-star
start getting more
team.
playing time, bro, in real life, this is a shoot. When Bo start getting playing time, telling y'all, but it is a 4-star team alone. Now Jamal Murray and Gary Harris on NBA Street.
That's a fact, definitely. Do you consider the Brooklyn a 5-star team or 4.5?
I'm going 4.5. It's KD and
Oh yeah,
Kyrie.
I gave Boston. Okay, we're kind of going back. We're kind of going around. Okay, but so I gave Boston 4 stars, Brooklyn 4.5, the Knicks 2, Sixers 4, Raptors 3. Or would you make the Raptors 3.5?
No, 3.
3. Okay. Then for the Northwest, the Jazz are 3.5, Blazers 3.5, Wolves are 2, OKC's 1.5, and the Nuggets are 4.
Yep.
All right. So I think I'm going to go with what is next here. Let's see. Damn, that OKC team is horrible. Let's go with the Central. The first team, none other than your Chicago Bulls. All right, hold on.
Hey, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I give you the team right now if you want me to.
Levine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll let you do
Lori.
it because it's your team. Levine,
All right,
Lori,
so bad. And then
Kobe.
give me Kobe. And then my 2 other
That's a
picks
nice
would be
That's a nice little young team.
that's a fast team on NBA Street.
That's a
And
fast
then
team.
otherwise,
Yeah.
Wendell Carter and I'll put
Patrick.
Gary.
But
Yeah,
Patrick
Patrick.
Williams.
No. Give us the rookie, Patrick Williams. You're right.
All right. What would you
That's
start?
a decent team.
That's not a bad team. I mean, I feel like now when it comes to like the other teams, they may pale in comparison. But like, if you need a mid, like you know how some people like wanted to have the challenge of putting like a team in the middle of the pack to win it to beat a game. Like this is that team. This is the I'm gonna NBA Street team. I can win with any team that you use. What would you rate
Bro.
this team? A 2-star?
4.
I would say 2.
No,
All right.
that's 4.
Okay. All right, Banks. All right, Banks.
Bro, it's Lori Marketing. Listen, Lori Marketing, Kobe White, and Zach LaVine in the NBA street style. That's buckets.
I wouldn't say they're a 3-star team. I'm gonna give them buckets. You know what? I'll give them 2.5. How about that?
You bugging. All right, cool, bet. I would say you hate, but at the same time, you gave your Knicks a 1, so.
Hey, I wanted to give them a 0, but I had to.
You might nice. Actually, no. Actually, you got to turn that up to a 2. They got Julius Randle. Julius Randle played 45 minutes last night.
No, yeah, and he been dropping buckets, bro.
Hey, look, Coach Tiz about to run them knees into the ground, but at the same time, he might be an all-star.
Hey, man. At least he won with a bang, right? I'm gonna give the Bulls. So did the Bulls get the same as the Knicks, a 2 or 2.5?
They get a 3.
All right, man. I can't give him a 3. I can't. I'm gonna give him 2.5. Let's be fair. I'll be fair. But as a young team, though, as a young team, I mean, yeah, of course, we being biased here, but we don't do. we like to throw our biases, but we're not gonna do them when it comes to expert analysis, I guess. But this is I'm gonna give them 2.5 though. I think 2.5 is respectable. Because it's a team that, like, if you put them against like a Brooklyn or something, they may get smoked. But like if you use them against some other teams, you could run some numbers up with Levine and Kobe.
Hey, if we play the Hornets, we win it by 10. I'll just say that. And that's the Hornets, so they ain't saying a lot.
21-11 guarantee.
Yeah, good young team, but hey, that score gonna be like 89 to 99. Oh no, I'm sorry. That score gonna be like 79 to 89 in favor of us.
Yeah, but we're going to 21, so they'd be like a 21-14 game, 13. But let's go to the Cavs. This is not a bad team either. But
No, they might actually make the playoffs this season. We talking about teams that might make the playoffs. They might make the playoffs.
I said I don't know, but maybe there's a chance. All right, let's go to. All right, I got my 5 actually already for Cleveland. I got Sexton, Garland, Drummond, Andre Drummond, and then the last two. Hold on a second. I'm gonna finish this team and then I'll do it. Garland, Sexton, Drummond. Damn, you see, this is where it gets tough because then you have. You got McGee, JaVale. You know what? Give me Larry Nance and Okoro.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rate them a 2.5 also.
Come on, bro. That might be a 3 on street.
But you know how they used to do it off last season's projections? So that's why I give them a 2.5. They could be a 3 though. They could be. But I'm gonna give them 2.5.
Let's just use the current season. That's probably a 3 season, bro. That's probably a 3 team.
I'll give it 2.5 for now.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on a second. I just gotta do something real quick. Just my fault, bro. You gotta take a quick break. I gotta take a peek.
No, that's cool. Hey, I'll just do the Pacific Division then. I'll just do the Clippers and I'll just take the notes of it. All right, while this man goes to the bathroom, hold on. So my Pacific Division picks, and I'm doing the Clippers. I got obviously Kawhi. I got obviously Cent P, aka Polio P, as Amp called him, Paul George. And then I got I'm going with Ibaka. Why can't enunciate these European players and Spanish players? Zubac. So I got Ibaka, Zubac. Then it's all good. I just started doing while you took a break. I just did my roster for the Clippers. So if you want, I'll just go back to it. I got Cent P, aka Paul George.
PG. PG.
I got
Kawhi, PG. Ibaka. Yo, in NBA Street, that's a hard 3 to beat, bro.
No, I didn't even say Ibaka. I said Ibaka, but still.
Oh, Zubac?
Yeah, that's how you now say his name, Zubac. Ibaka Zubac.
It's Zubats, but we say Zubac, whatever.
What tomato? I can't now say these damn people name. Get American name, but I should have put Serge.
All right, Ruckus, relax.
Yeah, my eye already going crazy. I should have put Ibaka, but nah, I gotta stick with my pick. So, but I can't put him at my off the bench. So
yeah, he your first man off, and then and then your number. Who's your 5th dude off the Clips? Lou Will.
Oh my god, bruh. Yeah.
That's a tough team.
That's a 4.
That's a 4-star team.
Yeah.
That's a 4. Yeah.
Okay. So let me do this. Since I'm already at the Pacific Division, I might as well keep going. So
yeah, just finish it up.
Let me do the Suns. So the Suns, of course, I'm going with CP3, probably the second, third greatest point guard of all time. I'm going with obviously Devin Booker in NBA Street. Devin Booker,
Lord,
and DeAndre Ayton. And then after that, for my bench, I'm going with Mikal Bridges and Jay Crowder.
That's a decent. That's a 3 star. Damn.
Yeah, 3 is. I think it's fair
That's
just
fair.
because.
That's fair. 3. Yeah, 3 stars. Okay.
All right, so with the Kings, I got obviously De'Aaron Fox, who was snapping in real life. De'Aaron Fox, I got Buddy Hield, and then Marvin Bagley. And then off my bench, I got hey, what's the name? BG Glick, Nimaji Dealy.
Bielisa, Nemanja
I
Bielisa.
Yeah, Mona Lisa. You got him. Jesus, bro. This bench. All right, just give me him, and I'm trying to look for somebody else who could score. I don't want enough
Uh,
games. So give me
it's not really
Kyle Guy.
Harrison. I mean Harrison Barnes or Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh my God, bro. They never making the playoffs again. No disrespect to Harrison Barnes, the champion, but come on, bro. What they doing? So give me Kyle Guy. He's a white guy that looks like he can shoot. I don't watch enough Kings games, so
Not even over Tyrese Halliburton. I
I
put
don't know.
Tyrese in there.
I don't watch enough. Give me him there, bro. You take it because I don't even know who these King players. I'm like, well, he averaged a 10 right now. I've never seen this
That was
guy.
their pick. This is a 2-star or 2.5?
That's a 2-star, sir.
All right,
The
this
Kings.
team is. You gonna do the Warriors or the Lakers?
No, I'm gonna do the Warriors next.
All right, who you got? Obviously Curry.
Curry. Let's play that Steph is healthy. So Steph Curry.
We're doing this as if they're healthy.
Okay, so Steph, obviously, Steph and Clay in the NBA street style.
Crazy.
And
crazy.
Can't lose, especially when the game breaker come on.
Yeah.
Insane. James Wiseman.
Oh my God. Yo.
Yeah. And then off
Curry,
my bench,
Clay, Green, Wiseman, and Oubre would be my 5.
There you go. That's a 4-star team.
That's what you had?
Yeah. That's a 4-star team.
That's a
just off Kelly, Clay, Steph alone, bro. And then James Wiseman. But really, Joel Street alone, I name that on the NBA street style, that's a 4-star team.
Yeah, that's a 4-star. Yeah, that's a 4-star team. Yeah, if you're doing as if they're in there using it healthy, I would say 3.5 or 4, but I'll lean a 4.
Okay, so and then the Lakers. I got obviously LeBron, obviously AD. And Dennis Schroeder. Damn, Caruso. Okay, then when you get them, then I'm gonna have Caruso come off my bench.
I guess Caruso and who? I mean, Caruso. Who? Damn, who else comes off the bench for the Lakers then?
Kyle Kuzma. That's my 5 right there.
I guess you're gonna give this team a. Is there really a 5-star team in this? I don't think so.
Give it 4.5, just based on LeBron and AD in NBA Street.
Yeah, the other 3 are debatable, but yeah, I would say that because it's really, if you really think about it, there's KCP, Caruso, Kuz, but we're thinking about this in the NBA Street way, so yeah, 4.5. All right. So let me finish the Central. I was on the Cavs. Let me go to. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's see. I'm trying to check. My fucking phone is logging out. My fault, y'all. Let's see. Cleveland. All right, let's go to the Detroit Pistons. All right. Sorry, guys.
Well, actually, real quick, why you get your list together, an NBA Street style with a D Rose and whoever else you name off.
Rose and Blake is not bad. I'm gonna say okay, so Derrick Rose, Blake Griffin. They got mad fucking forward, son.
Four.
Like, why? Yo, I've said
Four.
before. I said the Detroit Pistons are the New York Knicks with Cartier buffs.
That's hilarious. I want some Buffy suit.
Damn. I guess I'm gonna say Rose, Blake, and Jeremy Grant. And then off the bench, give me yuck. This is not that good of a team, bro.
What's their rookie? Isn't it like Cal something? I forgot.
Killian Hayes.
Yeah.
Give me Killian Hayes and I don't even fucking know, bro. Give me fucking Josh Jackson. I don't know. This is a 2-star team.
Yeah.
Because they Rose and Blake could be good, but the rest of them are marginal. All right, next up is the Indiana Pacers. And let's see the Pacers. All right, so give me Vic Oladipo, Sabonis, Miles Turner. Off the bench, give me T.J. Warren as your backup. Oh, damn it, my phone's acting up. T.J. Warren and damn, this is tough because you got McDermott too. And give me Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah, so my 5 for the Pacers is Oladipo, Sabonis, and Miles Turner, and off the bench you give me TJ and Malcolm Brogdon. This is a 3-star team or 2.5.
I was just about to say that.
I would say
it's a 3.
It's a 3.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the Milwaukee Bucks. Obviously, Giannis, Chris Middleton. Excuse me, I'm fucking like they didn't get Drew Holiday. This is Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday, which in an NBA Street game is actually. Hold on,
just get Giannis alone, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear me, right? I bet. So Giannis, Giannis alone is insane. Giannis, Middleton, and profile Giannis, Middleton, and Drew off the bench. I'll take. Damn, this is because you got White Dante, you got Torrey Craig. I'm not taking Bobby Portis. If this was NBA Jam, I'd take Bobby Portis because he can shove the shit out of people.
Right.
Give me.
I would go with White Dante in that system.
Give me, you know what? Give me Brooke Lopez and White Dante.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 4-star team.
Yep.
All right, that's the Central Division. You did the Pacific, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Southwest. That's my last one.
You on the Southwest. All right, let's get it.
All right. So for my Southwest, I got the Spurs. I'm going with DeMar, who will be cold in the NBA Street format. I got Dejounte Murray.
DeJounte.
And LaMarcus.
LA.
For my 3.
Yeah.
And then off my bench, is he still here? Derek White.
Who?
And Derek White.
Oh.
The point.
I would say Derek White and Lonnie Walker.
Thank you. Great minds think alike, bro.
Great minds think alike. This is a.
That's defense and that's shooting.
What'd you get? This 2.5 or 3?
2.5.
We'll get 2.5. Yeah, that sounds fair. All right. Next up.
The Pelicans. So I'm going with Lonzo. Obviously, I'm going with
Zion.
Why am I blanking out? Yeah, I'm tripping right now.
Lonzo, Zion, and BI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that's a nice 3.
That's a 3.5 team right there.
Off the bench.
Maybe a 4. Well, the bench that's when they get tricky. I mean, JJ Redick
yeah.
and give me Bledsoe.
Damn, Bledsoe or I guess Bledsoe. I was gonna say Steven Adams, but
I mean, unless you just want boards, that's it.
yeah,
You still got to put up points in the street game, so that's why I was like, all right, just let me have Eric Bledsoe and let me get JJ off the bench.
this is
I mean,
3-star.
3.5 because Lonzo and Zion in the NBA street style format.
Yeah,
That's break. They going crazy.
that okay. I'll give you that.
Okay, the Mavs. I got Luca. I got Kristaps and damn, Josh Richardson maybe or Tim Hardaway. Just give me Tim, Luca, and give me Kristaps.
Then off the bench, you
And
got
give me Josh and give me Trey, I guess.
Trey Burke.
Yeah.
What is this? What would you rate this team?
Uh,
3.5.
Nah, 3. Luka ain't enough for me to give you a 3.5, bro. That's one player in a lot. I mean, it's shooters.
But you got KP too if he's healthy.
That's true.
I feel like if you get the Pelicans 3.5, you got to give Dallas a 3.5
Yeah, I just hate Chris
because they kind of. I know.
but yeah,
I know.
3.5.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. Trust me.
I know 3.5.
All right. Next up,
The Grizzlies. So obviously, John Morant going crazy.
Ja Morant will go crazy. What? Damn, Ja will go crazy in the NBA street.
Yo, John Morant be like Jordan, bro. NBA Street when they had them 3 Jordans, bro. He like the one with the gold chain, bro. Come on, the dunks, the handles, all that. So I got Ja, I got Dylan Brooks, and then give
Jaren?
me Jaren. I forgot about him.
Yeah. All right.
Because I'm looking at the ESPN list and they don't have players that's like the players that's hurt. They don't have them on the roster right now, which is weird. So I'm like, doesn't Jaren play for them? So Jaren. Okay, so then off my bench, give me Jonas Valanciunas. I don't know how I can enunciate that, but I fucked up the other names.
Juancho Hernandez. He can pronounce Jonas Valanciunas, but can't pronounce Juancho.
That's crazy. Oh, Jaren's right here. My vision was tripping. So Jaren was on this list. So give me Jonas and then give me the hacker. And I hate using Duke players, but give me Grayson Allen. No, give me Kyle Anderson instead.
Slow-mo?
Yeah, give me Slow-mo, UCLA. Give me him instead.
All right. And what you rating this team? 2.5?
And then my final team, 3.
That's 5. You got Ja, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jonas, and Slow-mo.
No, give me 2.5 because John Morant ain't enough.
Yeah, I agree. And then last but not least, you got the Rockets.
Come on, bro. James Harden going stupid.
James Harden.
I'll take that back. Yeah, I'll take that back. He probably be younger Jordan, but look, James Harden in NBA Street, he that older Jordan, not the Wizards one. He prime Jordan in that.
Nah, so, Ja would be a crazy NBA jam. I mean, NBA Street.
I'm
wild. He got it.
And that too. He OD in that. So
and he fast.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So John Wall, James Harden, and give me DeMarcus.
Boogie? And off the bench, who you got?
Yeah. Eric Gordon, even though he hasn't been consistent in the past years, Eric Gordon, and give me Daniel House.
Not Christian Wood?
That's probably a 4-star.
What about not Christian?
Because we trying to score. We just gonna score.
Tucker? I mean, for a shoe collection, maybe he get in.
That's what I'm saying. Because you got the shoes in the third one. So nah, we just gonna shoot.
So you
That's
get me
it.
Daniel. I would put Christian Wood though. I ain't gonna hold you because he kind of could do both.
Mm,
He killing too.
yeah.
I would put Christian Wood if I was
I
the
got
Rockets.
If we're gonna stay with the small ball lineup, Daniel House, Eric Gordon.
All right,
But Christian is balling right now though.
he killing though. I don't know. I put Christian Wood, but this is your thing. You doing the West, so I'm gonna give this a 3-star team.
Bruh, this is a
3.5.
14. This is a 14. James Harden alone should give it a 4. James Harden, John Wall, and DeMarcus, or just James Harden and John Wall.
You know,
Think
all right,
about that
yeah, no, you got
on
okay. You do
NBA.
have a point. You know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I stand corrected. This is a 4. This is a 4-star team. All right, so you done with the Southwest. Actually, you're done. You did the whole. You did the whole Western Conference. I got the last division.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! All right. So we'll do a recap. The Spurs. The Spurs. You got Murray, Dejounte Murray, DeMar DeRozan, Aldridge, and then Derek White and Lonnie Walker. 2.5 stars. Pelicans, Alonzo, Zion, Bi, JJ Redick, and Eric Bledsoe. That's 3.5. Mavs, Luca, KP, Hardaway Jr., Josh Richardson, and Trey Burke, 3.5. Grizzlies, John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jonas Solomon, that's a 2.5. Rockets, Harden, Wall, Boogie, Eric Gordon, and I almost called him Eddie House, Daniel House. Yeah, remember when Eddie House did Eddie House get his headband smacked off?
Yeah, by Ray for Austin. Skip to my loose, smack that shit off
Shout
his head clean.
shout
And then he
shout to
just
Skip
started.
to my little.
And he just got his skip face. Like, nah, bro, you got to go ahead and put that man to sleep.
Nah, shout Skip to my little man. All right. All right. So I'm done. This is the last division. We are going to the Southeast. The Atlanta Hawks. This is a fun. This is a fun team. Trey, John Collins, and give me. Damn, they got so many fucking bench guys you could use too.
What's his name? Hunter. Hunter is good.
You got Hunter, Reddish, Bogdan.
Oh no, Bodan, bro. You got to have Bodan start.
Yeah, give me Bogdan. I'm gonna off the bench. Give me Cam and give me Cam and DeAndre.
You don't want Delin? What's his name? Gallinari? Delanio Gallinari?
Damn, you got Danilo too.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
This team, we talked about playoff teams. No, this team gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, this team making the playoffs. I'm gonna take Danilo. I'm gonna give them.
This might be a 4 just off Trey Young, bro. 3.5.
I was gonna say 3. I was gonna say 3.5.
Because Trey alone, bro, on NBA Street going crazy.
Oh my God, that's a fact. All right, let me go. Charlotte, LaMelo. Give me LaMelo, Devontae Graham. I guess I gotta put the Proud Boy in there. Gordon Hayward. Give me Miles Bridges. And my last guy. That's damn. Who's the last guy you used? Oh, Scary Terry. Scary Terry.
That's what I'm about to say. Either you gotta go with Bismack or you gotta go with Terry Rozier.
Nah, this is a 3. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 too. Or a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna go down.
They fast.
That's what. Huh? That's a fast team though. Yeah, that's a fast team. All right. Next up is the Miami Heat. I wish I could give them a 1-star because everybody never mind. No, I'm kidding. I'm throwing my biases aside. Jimmy, Tyler Hero, and Bam. Yeah, let me see. Jimmy, Tyler, and Bam would be my 3. Then off the bench, give me, bro. This is the quintessential good and actual basketball bet NBA Jam. I mean NBA Street. I don't know.
Duncan Robinson.
Give me Duncan. Give me Duncan and Goran, I guess.
That's a 310. That's a lot of shooting. That might be higher than that. I'll let you
I'll
get.
give it 3.5. I'll say 3.5.
That's a lot of shooting.
I'll give them respect. Yeah, that's a very shooter based team.
Mm.
That's a lot of shooters. All right, next up we got Orlando. Or Orlando. You know Orlando is first in the Eastern Conference right now.
Yeah, that's gonna change in about a week. They are actually
Orlando.
playing better though.
What'd you say?
They are actually playing better or good. I should have used good instead.
Yeah.
They are pretty good right now.
They've always been a solid team. I just feel like, because obviously with the Wizards, they thought they were going to slip. But it's funny because I had this discussion the other day about how like Orlando as a team, like they've always hard fought and they always make the playoffs. So you have to give them that respect. All right. So for the Orlando Magic, give me. Well, this is actually. This is kind of this is a debate here. Give me Markel, Vucci Mane, and Aaron Gordon.
You said Gucci, man.
Vucci Mane.
Mm.
Nikola Vucevic, Aaron Gordon. Off the bench, give me. Damn, this is actually.
Cole Anthony.
Give me Cole. I don't know why Cole Anthony's not on this list unless I'm seeing shit. Give me
No,
Cole Anthony.
looking at ESPN, it messes me up as well because I didn't see Jaren Jackson.
Damn, because you got Terrence Ross, who could shoot. You also, Mo Bamba's.
No, trash.
Jonathan Isaac.
No.
I guess Evan Fournier.
Evan and Cole. That's speed.
Evan Fournier. I'll give this team. I'll give him a 3-star.
Okay.
It's a decent team. It's not a terrible team, but it's okay. All right. Last but not least, we have the Washington Wizards, and with them, give me Russ, Beal.
Rory
Give me
Murray.
Russ, Beal, Rui. Off the bench, give me
Thomas Bryant.
who?
Bryant. Is his name Thomas Bryant?
Yeah, Thomas Bryant. Yeah, give me Thomas Bryant and Denny.
Yeah, that's good. That might be
That's a 2.5.
3. Come on, bro. I was about to say 3 point. Give him a 3.
You want me to give him
Russ,
a 3?
Russ and Brad, bro, on NBA Street.
But Rui is marginal.
He's still developing. He's gonna be good, but it's gonna take another year or two.
I want to give him 2.5 because I don't know. I'll give him a 3.
They 0-4 right now, so
Yeah, I know that's all. That being 0-4 got me like,
Russ going through it. Russ about to retire and start making bowling ball shoes with YG.
bruh. Bowling ball shoes with Hadoukens on them.
Yeah, he about to quit, bro.
He got bowling ball shoes with Naruto logos on them.
I'm like, bro, I don't want any 400 unless it's $4 for 400. I don't want any of that, bro. You can keep all that, bro.
He's selling them for $400.
I don't probably so. I just know it's called 400. I'm sorry, 400, not 400. 400.
D400. Good lord.
You keep all 400 pieces of clothing if it is 400.
Yo,
Take that to a third world country.
I'm sorry. I'm putting Charlotte down to 2.5 because I realize I have the Bulls and the Cavs at 2.5, and I feel like Charlotte should be in the same respect as them. So they're going down to 2.5.
I'm gonna give them a 3. That's a lot. That's a lot of scoring. That's a lot of that. It's a fast team. But
yeah, true. All right, so you want to recap the divisions, or you think we good?
I think we good. You got them written down.
Let me finish my Southeast. Actually, hold on. Let me just double check. Yeah, I got Southeast. I got 8. Atlanta's 3.5 stars. They got Trey, John Collins, Bogdan, Cam Reddish, and Danilo Gallinari. Charlotte has LaMelo Ball, Devontae Graham, Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, and Scary Terry. That's kind of disrespectful. I put Scary Terry last. I'm sorry. LaMelo, Scary Terry, Gordon Hayward, Devontae Graham, and Miles Bridges. And then Miami, I got Jimmy, Bam, Tyler Hero, Goran Dragic, and Duncan Robinson as a 3.5. I really want to give them a 3 because they're champions. I'll give them that. Orlando, Markel Fultz, Vucci Main, Aaron Gordon, Cole Anthony, and Evan Fournier. It's a 3-star team. Wizards, Russ, Beal, Rui, Denny, and Thomas Bryant. That's a 3-star team. So, all right. That's it. I have them written down in my notes. I will put this up. I'm trying to figure out how I can write this like in a nice way because I have it on a phone.
Mm-hmm.
But I have them written in the notes. So if you don't know who those guys are, like that's on you, I guess. But yeah, I have them written down. So I'll put them up on Twitter. I mean, if Banks, I'll send them to you. So if you want to write them a little bit nicer, I mean, like I said, I'm working on just on a phone, but we'll set it up though. But yeah, that's our NBA Street rankings. That probably took a little while, but fuck it, it was worth it because that's actually a fun ass game. If only we had a game developer who could Photoshop these guys in there. But yeah,
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, man. Any game developers, man, come through. Talk to us.
Because we need a new NBA Street.
Word. That is a fact. So, all right. So I guess next up, I guess we'll talk about the Dwayne Haskins situation. So if you've been living under a rock, the Dwayne Haskins was released by the Redskins earlier this week. Been a lot of talk about what happened, why it happened, how it happened. There were comments from Booger McFarland. I don't know if you heard about them, Banks, where they were, my bad, I fucking smacked my phone on my hand. They were kind of disrespectful, I think, in my opinion. And now there's more going on in regards to his agent. He fired his agent actually this morning. If I remember reading that he fired his agent because his agent kind of was taking the Redskins side in regards to his shortcomings. So in my opinion, I feel like with this, it's both of their fault. With Haskins, he didn't, obviously he didn't put up the numbers he was supposed to. He didn't seem like he was well prepared, or he could have been better prepared. I won't say he was well prepared. He could have been better prepared. Obviously, his situation with his team, the team. I mean, who are the Redskins wide receivers? Honestly, I'm not even trying to be fucked up, bro. Who are the Redskins wide receivers? Do you even know?
They're a rival team, so I don't care to know anything about them.
Jericho Cotchery? I don't know. Now let me see who the Redskins wide receivers are. Oh yeah, I can't even say that.
Yeah, you look them up.
The Washington football team.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like the team, as they call it now.
That team.
That team, that Bronze team.
That team. Bro, his best receiver is probably Terry McLaurin. Robert Foster, Antonio Gandy, Golden, Terry McLaurin, Cam Sims, Steven Sims, and Isaiah Wright. So basically, Dwayne Haskins does not really have anybody to throw to. And for me, I feel like it's a mix of both. It's a mix of, he didn't have the best team. He might not have been the most prepared. And it's a mix with the organization because with Dwayne Haskins, he only played 1 year of football. He was he was kind of a 1 year wonder. It kind of was like Mitch Trubisky with the Bears. Mitch Trubisky played 1 year in North Carolina? He had 11 stars or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And got drafted straight off that. And the thing with Dwayne Haskins, he kind of had a notion against him because Ron Rivera and the GM, I forget his name. I think it's Jay Hurd or something. It starts with an H. They wanted somebody else. They didn't want to draft Dwayne Haskins. But Daniel Snyder, much of a not a nice person that man is. He overruled him. He said, "Nah, you guys got to draft Dwayne Haskins." So even before the guy takes a snap or shows up to training camp, he already kind of has something against him because he's not the guy that Ron Rivera or the GM wanted. Then like I said, Ron Rivera and them, they weren't really rocking with him like that. He has one good start. Then he kind of he has a couple terrible starts, and he gets benched for Alex Smith, who doesn't have a leg and is somehow playing football still. Then we know how the Washington Redskins for a long time, and since Daniel Snyder's become owner, how poorly run of a franchise they are from top to bottom, and you're kind of going into you're not going into a good situation, and especially for one, it's not a team that's just not good; it's a team that's poorly run. So I feel like it's just a perfect storm of shit. He didn't really get his chance. He was underdeveloped. He wasn't really fully developed because from what it looks like, he couldn't even go to somebody like, yo, listen, help me out here. Can you tell me how to, how to become a better pro, how to understand the system, how to understand the playbook? It felt like they didn't really, from what I'm looking on the outside looking in, it felt like they didn't really give a fuck about him since day one. Do you think about it? Ron Rivera chose Kyle Allen, who won a couple games, but wasn't that good of a backup compared to Dwayne Haskins to start over him. Whereas, I feel like if Dwayne Haskins goes to a situation where he's under a better quarterback or a much more better run organization, he has a chance to actually succeed. Because, like what I've said, the guy only played 1 year of football in college. It's one thing if the dude played 3 or 4, won the Heisman Trophy, and plays like this shit. It's like, all right, bro, you did this for 4 years. What the fuck happened? But if the guy's only played 1 year of stellar football, and Ohio State isn't, let's really think about it. Ohio, I'm not the biggest college fan, but Ohio State is not really known for marquee quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like they had Braxton Miller and Cardell Jones and all them, and look, where did they go? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like Dwayne, it was a mix of both. He only played 1 year of football. He didn't really get to develop, and mature as a person and as a player. He didn't have people to help him along the way with that. Ron Rivera and the GM, I feel like really ain't give a fuck about him. And the Redskins are a poorly run organization. But, to me, I hope he does get an opportunity, even if he's a backup or he just clears waivers. I don't think he should start. I think honestly, a team that needs a backup quarterback or someone who has a starting quarterback who can teach him some ways or have, like a savvy organization, I feel like he should go with that too. Go with go with an organization that'll show him the way to, be a better quarterback and I hope he gets a second chance. I hope this isn't just he gets thrown to the wayside. The kid's only 23 years old, So I feel like he should get a second chance, but he cleared waivers today, so now he could get signed to whoever. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. The best thing I can say right now about all of it, because obviously everybody's just saying that he's irresponsible for going out without a mask, and Ron Rivera is coming off,
Right.
having cancer. I think he's in remission now, so it's irresponsible.
He's in remission.
Yeah, so it's irresponsible to come around him, especially because we don't know exactly how COVID works, even a year into this thing, damn near a year into it. And my thing is, I'm with you. I'm gonna take the side that you going on. I like the fact that we not up here bashing this young man because he is a young man. I hope he gets a chance. I hope he gets, he needed guidance. He needs a vet too. Like the thing is, even in the NBA, I think these NBA players are a little different now. Whereas, back in the day, they were a little bit wilder. These new NBA players, it's just like, man, they want to be on Instagram. They want to play 2K and be nerds, which is cool. It's like with pro wrestlers. So with Dwayne, his game hasn't always been there. It's been kind of bad. But, he needs time to develop. He needs somebody that can help him learn how to develop. I just hope he takes better precautionary measures when it comes to everything he's doing. So if he does get a second chance, he knows exactly what he needs to do. And, just work on your game, man. There's a lot of people out here calling him trash and saying this about him. He's being irresponsible. We've seen this from Johnny Manziel. We've seen this from other players. I don't need to be, like other analysts or so to speak, people that are just saying that he's garbage. It is what it is. He definitely needs to work on his game more, and he needs somebody that could really help him out mentally as well.
Right. I would agree with that. I mean, listen, I'm actually looking at Dwayne Haskins' numbers. I mean, he threw 50 touchdowns in his 1 year. So if you really want to think about it, he redshirt 1 year. He played in 8 games. He didn't start. So in the last 4, he played 14 games 1 year, and then he only played 30 games in 3 years. He doesn't have that much experience, and yeah, was he irresponsible? Of course. And I think, he admitted that, he apologized. He said he gave his apologies to everybody, and that's understandable. Um, I just don't like how these guys are just continually bashing him like a Booger McFarland, and what he said about him, which I think was honestly disrespectful.
It
So
was.
explaining how all these black players, like, they focus on their brand. It's like, I think about it this way, like, that's kind of like the old man yelling at the cloud. Cause it's like, bro, listen, we understand in the 80s and 90s there weren't opportunities like that. Now, and even with Dwayne Haskins, you can't say he focuses on his brand, because if you go on his Instagram and you go on his social media, bro, that guy don't talk about endorsements. All
Crazy.
of his posts are him working out, playing football. So you didn't, you're really just talking out. I feel like Booger was just talking out his ass, and then to come with there's, then you make it a black thing, the African American thing, which I'm like, bro, don't even, like, why are you bringing it to that point? Because
Thank you.
now we're getting
Now
back to
you
that
making it
dark.
hot.
Huh? What'd you say?
Now you making it hot. Like, bro, nobody was
Now
really
you're
talking
making
about that.
Yeah, now you're making it a much more drastic point than it really is. At the fact that, listen, this guy, now when it could have turned into, now, because do I think Dwayne Haskins is good? Honestly, I don't think he's that good. But like we've discussed, bro, the guy has only played 1 year of football, if you
Hmm.
really want to think about it, in college. But to go back to what I'm saying, if it's a mix of both. Listen, the kid was irresponsible. He was irresponsible on his half. He didn't play that well. And he didn't have the proper guidance from other players to be like, yo, listen, put your arm on your shoulder. Yo, listen, bro, come on, let's go do this. And mind you, he was working out during the season, because people try to say, oh, he's out of shape. He didn't care. He was working out, and every player does that. Every player puts on social media them fucking working out. There are very few players who don't. Your favorite player, more, if you're listening to your favorite player, more than likely put a video of him at least one time, or a story or a tweet showing a picture of him working out, doing something in the off season. And that's mostly what he does anyway. Most of his posts are about football. They're not like, yo, come try this fucking teeth whitening, all this other shit that other players do. Like, he's focused on football. He was in a bad situation. It didn't work out. And that's the problem. That's why I don't like when it comes to especially black players and especially black quarterbacks in the NFL. It's never just a, yo, listen, it was a bad fit. It's it's a dual responsibility on the organization and the player. It always turns into, oh, the players are celebrating, they're happy to be there, they don't ask to be a better player. Like when Booger McFarland said that, I'm like, bro, how do you know that? Like,
Thank
how
you.
do you know? What if he did ask somebody, and because they knew Dwayne Haskins was the dead man walking, it was like, nah, fuck him, we don't care.
Bro, they
What
buried
if
him.
he did ask and nobody answered this question? What if he went into that situation and realized, damn, my coach and my GM didn't want me to get picked. The owner does, but the owner is a fucking fucking loony, and he's a doof, and the people that I have to see every day don't want me here. You see, that's the thing. A lot of people, they make these points who are in, certain organizations and whatever, and certain positions, when it's like, bro, you have to, it's like, how I equate this to, and this is probably a very random thing. It's like when people show videos of people fighting, and they're like, yo, if I was there, I would have did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, bro, you can't say that unless you're in that situation. That's how I thought about it when I was reading the whole thing and understanding the scope of Dwayne Haskins' situation with the Redskins and why he got fired. The first thing I thought is, damn, if I go somewhere and they don't want me, I'm gonna feel a way about that. Because you think, okay, if I ball out and throw 300, 400 yards, and we win the game, my coach don't really want me here. So he's going to be like, yeah, good job, but does he really give a fuck? Not really. It's always going to be in the back of his mind like, bro, I didn't really want this guy here in the first place. So I really don't care. See, some coaches can get past that. There are situations where a coach and a player didn't see each other eye to eye as people, but when it came to just playing the game, they won. That happens, but that obviously did not happen here. And a lot of people don't understand that. You can't say, yo, if I was here, this and this will happen, because you can't do it like unless it's you. Everybody's gonna react different to that way. The kid is young. It's one thing, like I said, the kid played 4 years in college football. He's like, man, fuck this shit. Maybe I went to through 2, 3 different coaches. I understand how this is. It is what it is. But he's young. He didn't play as much, and you're thrusting a kid who played 1 year into starting a team into a starting team. Mind you, a team that's not really, if you want to keep it a buck, ain't really going anywhere. And I'm not saying that because you a Cowboys fan and I'm a Giants fan. I'm calling a spade a spade. The Redskins ain't doing shit. The Redskins ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna be shit. And they never will be. Well, whatever. That football team will never be shit. With considering what's going on, up top with them, and regards to the organization, because that shit does translate to what happens on the field. So I just feel like people were especially Booger McFarland, bro. If you wanted to say that to him, you should have talked to him off the phone. That's not something you say on TV, because you know what that does. Now that incites all these fucking white people, and granted, all these casual fans who are gonna incite that thing. Damn, I can say that to any player. If I'm Dwayne Haskins, I would have called him and be like, yo, why didn't you tell me that in private? If you really feel like you care for this guy, you could have called him and told him, yo, listen, this is not how it works. A, B, C, D, and that's it. But that conversation that he had, that was something that shouldn't have been said on air. If you're going to keep it fair, you should have just been like, listen, how my situation, how I feel about it is something that I'd rather tell Dwayne Haskins to Dwayne Haskins directly or to his people directly. But listen, this is a situation where, listen, he didn't play that well. He wasn't able to develop, but also with the reputation of the Redskins, it didn't work out. That's all you have to say. When you go on and say all that shit, and then Randy Moss helped back them up, which made me feel the way too. I'm like, oh, all right, man. Like I see where this is going. This is straight talking head bullshit, and this is nothing but ratings. When meanwhile, God forbid, like you could like he could see that on TV, and you could damage that kid. That kid may not never get that out of his head, because now you're embarrassing him on national television. But at the end of it all, I hope he gets another opportunity. I hope he does well, and I wish him the best. That's all. That's really my viewpoint on it.
So a couple things.
Go ahead, bro. My fault. I got long-winded because that shit got me tight. Because as you can
hear,
do
that. That's the whole part of the show. You supposed to have your opinion, and you said everything on point. So I'm basically about to be the PG-13 version of that.
Yeah.
Randy Moss is the greatest wideout arguably we ever seen, but we see his wife, so of course he gonna channel that sentiment by Booger McFadden. Look up his wife. His chip was they'll let you know his chip was gonna go off sooner than later. Booger, they just choose some of these old black heads that want to say something about the young black dudes. Right. It happens in wrestling with Booker T. Booker T seems to be, unless he's saying negative about a black woman.
Everything is wrestling, bro. Everything is wrestling. And literally, I wanted to say that in a sports room, but I think they would get it. But when I thought about that, I'm like, yo, this literally feels like the Booker T situation.
Well, everything is coon chips too, because a lot of those been activating all year. So it was just Booger's time to do it. I mean, instead of focusing on what a young black quarterback isn't doing, he should be focused on what he's doing. And every time he's doing a breakdown analyst, it's something obviously that we just saw. So thank you. I guess his CTE gives him like a time relapse, and he rewinds back what just happened. He has to tell. Congratulations.
Hey, Banks, he giving them that hashtag analysis.
Yeah, he should do an analysis as to why he has a head size that's 9 5/8. There is no fitted hat for your head size. That CT just want to explode out his head like the alien did in the movie. But it's just, it's like you said, a lot of these old heads, Mark Henry does it too. They just want to say something about another black person, particularly a young one, out. Like, bro, you should have just kept it as this player isn't doing X, Y, Z, and he should get it together. But when you start saying these young black players, like, bro, what are you talking about? Half of them are like family men in the NFL. The black quarterbacks, essentially. Russell Wilson is a family man.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes is a family man. Who else am I? It's a lot of black quarterbacks. Kyle Murray, I don't know if he has a family, but he's young. He's not worried about his brand. Who else am I thinking about?
Shit, Lamar Jackson too.
Lamar Jackson not causing no problem.
Bro, Lamar Jackson just want to listen to Kodak Black and play football.
Right, eat conch. That's it.
And it's crazy. And speaking of Lamar, remember that he had the 3 or 4 kind of not so good weeks, And everybody's like, "Yo, Lamar Jackson fucking sucks. He's trash. He's out." It's like, bro, that man just won the MVP last year.
Thank
He
you.
can't have 3 bad games.
Thank you. I think it's just,
But
that's another thing. It's just because Patrick Mahomes has set the bar so high at only 25
yeah,
years old. Everybody like, damn, you got to be like that now. It's like, no, that's a once in a lifetime player.
right. That's a fact.
So it doesn't happen. And then Deshaun Jackson, you know what I mean? Like, or Deshaun Watson, I'm sorry, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, bro, his whole team got traded.
And he's still out here playing, not complaining, and he's not playing trash. It's like,
Bro, that
so
man got
like,
no offensive lineman. He getting killed. He getting freaking headhunted 2 or 3 times a game, and he's still balling out.
right.
But
And you don't see him out here going to party. You don't see him
right,
out here worried about his brand. So you just talk about one particular player. So when you say black, that's just letting me know somebody putting that chip in your back. Because what are you talking about? Or are you just not paying attention to what's going on? I just named you some that haven't caused any problems, and one who should have been
right.
MVP over Aaron Rodgers is a family man. So his brand is being a family man. I think that's a brand I'm going to stick by, sir.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of those things, man. A lot of these older black people, they just always want to talk about what the young blacks aren't doing, but you ain't focused on other races that's doing way worse than us. Like I said, Johnny Manziel was out here using his silver spoon money doing cocaine, and he got a job, you said, at some league, some Legends League or some BS.
It's called a fan committed league where fans start lineups. It just came up on ESPN again in the
Who is his
in the
fans
pod.
besides frat boys that probably be putting roofies in females' drinks?
Man, listen, I don't know, bro. But
Like, if he got
this,
fans that's under 25 years old, like, bro, you was 15 or below when he was in the league. That was almost 10 years ago.
yeah, but yeah, he's getting chances. The only white guy they said that got cut and didn't get a chance was, I think Bomani Jones said it was
Peterman. Well, now Peterman
what's
got chances too.
no yeah, Nathan Peterman, who threw fucking what 5 interceptions and a half, is getting chances. The only white dude who got released that didn't get another chance was not Nathan Peterman. Oh my god, what is his name, bro? Paxton Lynch.
Mm.
That's the only one. You haven't seen Paxton Lynch on a football team since. But you got, and then if you want to go into style of play, like, a lot of black, people expect that these black quarterbacks is going to be all of them are going to be Michael Vick.
Right. They said
And yes,
Lamar.
are some players, yeah, they wanted Lamar Jackson to be a wide receiver. Um, and then you got your players who were game managers who, either got hurt, like a Tyrod Taylor. Bro, Baker Mayfield's playing like dog shit. Tyrod Taylor gets a concussion, and then Baker Mayfield comes back, and yeah, he happens to play well, but then it turns out Tyrod Taylor was trash. Well, meanwhile, he had a couple good years with the Bills. He had the decent year with Cleveland that he got hurt, and then with the Chargers, malpractice happens where his ribs are screwed up or his lung is screwed up because the fucking team doctor was drunk. Like,
Yep.
but they'll go quick to blame it on the player and say, "Oh yeah, the player does A, B, C, D." When meanwhile they don't do any of that. Maybe it's just they're victims of circumstance. That does happen in life. Like, it happens in sports. It happens everywhere where the circumstances just don't benefit or justify, or they don't benefit. They hurt, or it doesn't justify what the results, the ends. And I feel like a lot of these guys get chances. Like Nathan Peterman is starting. Mike fucking Glennon is about to start a game. You telling me with the Redskins, this new dude who may start on Sunday? I mean, the Washington football. I hate whatever that fucking bull ass team. That nut ass team is making the guy Taylor Heineke, some white dude, is starting. But you can't let Dwayne Haskins start Game 17.
The
But
team gonna do what the team gonna do. Be in Washington, and they said they probably gonna continue not to have a name. They're gonna look for another racial bigotry probably name.
man,
Call them the Booger
whatever, bro.
McFadden. That's what you should call
You should
them.
call the what?
The Boogers, the Booger McFaddens, the Tat Boys. That's what you should call them. The Washington Tat
Bro,
Boys.
Washington scrubs. They suck. But
Washington Tat.
listen, man. All in all, I just wish, I hope Dwayne Haskins becomes, he kind of put in a statement like he's just focused on becoming a better man and a better football player, which, you know, I hope he lives to that. I hope he's able to get a second chance and, in the game. I hope he's able to succeed wherever he is, whether it is as a backup or as a starter. I just hope he gets a second chance. And I hope he gets to prove that, listen, the Redskins were just a shitty organization. They are, excuse me, still a shitty organization. And, he could redeem himself. So I wish nothing but the best for that kid. And, best of luck to him. And fuck Washington.
Same. We talking about the team. I don't know too
Oh,
much
yeah,
about.
fuck. No, fuck the Washington football team. Excuse me. No,
Absolutely.
not fuck Washington D.C. Shout out to Washington D.C. But
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
that's a fact. All right, so I guess we winding down on the pilot episode. We'll talk about, unfortunate situation. Brodie Lee, or AEW's Brodie Lee, if you know him in WWE as Luke Harper, running John Hebert, passed away Saturday, if I'm correct, right? Or
Saturday
was it
night.
Sunday? Saturday night, passed away at the age of a very young age of 41 due to um it was verified it was a lung issue that wasn't COVID-19 related.
Correct. Because
That's
that's what had me nervous. When I found out it was a lung, I was like, oh man, I hope it ain't COVID related.
that's what I thought too at first. I'm like, damn, I hope he didn't get, I hope it wasn't a COVID, related situation. But according to his own wife, she verified, she said it wasn't nothing COVID related. He just happened to have a very fatal lung issue. I mean, excuse me, he's best known with, Brodie Lee was his indie name, correct? Because I know you watch more of the indie stuff than I do. Was he Brodie Lee in the indies as well? That was his name?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so we know him as Brodie Lee or Luke Harper in WWE. He had a really good run with the Wyatt, as part of the Wyatt family in WWE. He was a part of the Bludgeon Brothers too with Eric Rowan. Just a great wrestler all around. I know he kind of had, very good mid card wrestler, very reliable. Um, you know, in the ring, outside of the ring, I've heard not one bad thing said about the man.
At all.
From either your favorite wrestler or either your favorite wrestler or just people in the business who were able to meet him, fans. I've seen people who I know tweet that they met him and they said he was nothing but nothing but a nice guy, man. It's just really unfortunate. He's actually from New York. He was born in Rochester, and yeah, you were right, Banks. He was Brodie Lee in independently.
Mhm.
He wrestled under his government name too, but mostly under Brodie Lee. He wrestled in Ring of Honor. He started in Chikara, Dragon Gate USA. He wrestled in Dragon Gate in Japan, and then
Mhm.
he signed with the WWE in 2012. Obviously, we mostly know him for being part of the Wyatt family. He had the brief run with the Bludgeon Brothers. He was also an Intercontinental Champion when he had a singles run. He kind of, I think, wasn't he supposed to get a kind of a solo title shot, but then he got hurt. I think it was, or something weird happened. I could have assumed. I could remember.
Probably could have been politics too.
Am I wrong about that? Because I could have sworn it was discussed or they were kind of writing toward the fact that he may get a shot.
Yeah,
But
no, it was discussed, and he was going to get a potential title shot. But like I said, it's probably politics more so than an injury.
yeah. So yeah, Banks verified that, and it's just, man, it's unfortunate. A lot. I hate I hate when saying this when wrestlers die, but I feel like with wrestlers, like it's always something. It's never just because they grew old. Like it's
Mhm.
always, when I first heard it, and I hate doing this because it's a poor stigma when it comes to professional wrestlers and them passing away. It's always, damn, was it drugs? Was it a car accident, a fatal car accident? Was it, you know, and and, and then if it is a physical ailment that caused them to pass away, was it due to drugs? Was it due to them wrestling? Was it due to maybe them, even though they did work sober for X amount of years, was it due to a drug problem? Was it because of their injuries just catching up to them? And, you know, 41 is young as hell. obviously with losing, leaving two kids behind is god awful. But as sad as it is, it's glad to see that he was nothing short of respected and well loved by his peers, by fans, by us, obviously us being fans. I never really didn't have a bad thing to say about him. I know some of his run, like the Bludgeon Brothers run, was very late 80s, but
It was fire.
but
It would be
it
the
was
hell out
cool.
the
But it was,
soul
yeah, they was
and the
smack. I
new.
mean, right, like they lived up to their name. So it was like, what? This is a very 1985 ass tag team, but you know what? They living up to their name, smacking the shit out of people and winning titles. So you know what? I can't be mad at it. They got paid. They got storylines. They lived out their storylines. They did what they were supposed to do. They came, they whooped ass and won titles. Cool. I'm with that. Um, but he, amongst for his physical talent, he was a great talent. A big dude who can move, which obviously that fucking Vince McMahon gets a hard on over. So he played right up Vince McMahon's alley. But you know, I really have nothing else to say than he was just a great wrestler. He was a great wrestler, a great mid card talent. Um, as we can see, nothing short of a very loving, well liked, very respected person. And God bless him. Condolences to praise to his fans, his family, and all his loved ones, man.
Yeah, no. Once again, you said everything that needs to be said. The best thing I can say is, you know, besides the obvious prayer for his family, it's unfortunate that it took something like this to make, you know, and not so much one promotion, but another promotion just show love. And then you got workers now from other promotions saying, like, you got Xavier Woods saying, this is beautiful, or something related to AEW. They put that bullshit to the side, or at least,
Right,
AEW. And, you got workers from different companies saying, no, love to him, and particularly, known workers from WWE and probably
right,
part of the greatest tag team, if not the second greatest tag team of all time, being New Day, showing love to him. So it's just unfortunate that it took a death for that to happen, but maybe that's part of the business. But other than that, man, it's just I think that's how you want to leave your mark on the world. Even if you leave at a young age, which is unfortunate, especially when you got kids. He left and nobody has anything to say. Randy Orton giving out paragraphs about their time together. People haven't just been saying R.I.P. They've been giving like long speeches.
yes,
You know,
exactly.
while we here, you might not be perfect. I'm far from perfect. I got more flaws than anything. But while you here, and anybody that's listening, the best thing you can do is just make your mark, man, because you never know. And you know, you want to make sure you can do everything you can so people can remember you by in a good way, especially if you got kids. He has two young kids, and it's unfortunate they have to grow up without a father. But now they know who their father are is besides the things obviously being around him for however many, short amount of time they had to be around him. But they have stories from others that'll last a lifetime. So, in this case,
Definitely.
God bless him, God bless his family, and his legacy is here.
Yeah, he definitely, definitely. I couldn't agree more. And he definitely has a legacy. Not only, yeah, his singles career was, decent, but he's part of what probably one of the top three best factions of the last 10 years, 20 years
Mm-hmm.
since 2000. You want to say?
Mm-hmm.
And it can't be
Absolutely.
worse than top five because the top three really is New Day, The Shield, and the Wyatt family.
And
The other two,
also, yeah.
and the Usos, and the other one is left to be discussed. But he definitely made his mark. I mean, unfortunately, he wasn't able to make his mark more, with AEW because the thing too is I was when it happened, I was thinking because I'm not gonna hold you, I don't really watch AEW because they just completely lost me because they're like
No, same
WCW,
here. No, look,
bro.
listen.
They,
The
they
people
it's
that's
like
around my
WCW.
except for one, don't really watch AEW, bro. You're not the only
It's like
one.
it's like WCW 2000 because it had a very WCW feel early on, and I'm like, I'm gonna still watch it. But then the more it started going, it started turning into WCW 99 and
It's
2000,
all over
and
the place, bro.
it's a shit show. So you know. him going to AEW, it was like, all right, cool, get your bag, like, cool, like I'm all right with that. And then, I don't really hear about him for 2 months. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you realize, but I'm like,
No, I did realize.
when I was,
Even if I don't,
I'm
sorry
like,
to cut you off.
nobody,
Even though I don't watch AEW, that
yeah.
threw me off. I'm like, well, maybe he just got a foot injury, something like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and usually with those types of things, like they either write them off or they kind of do something to tell you like, hey, this guy ain't gonna be here for a while. But I'm thinking that, now that I'm sitting thinking about it, I'm like, bro, nobody, there was not really a mention of him. You didn't see him on camera for 2, 3 months. So it's like, okay, either they kept it on the inside or maybe he asked them to keep it private. I don't know, but I was like, okay, it must have, it was really something serious because we didn't see him on TV for a long time. So, I mean, it's just unfortunate, man. And just, God, like I said, God bless him, God bless his family, God, anybody who's ever worked there, anybody who said nice things about him, because a lot of those dudes who were writing paragraphs do not write paragraphs on social media,
Right.
bro. Like, Randy Orton don't write paragraphs about people. Roman Reigns doesn't post 2, 3, 4, 5 posts about one person, bro. So
Correct.
that says a lot about, him not only, we know what he did as a wrestler, but like as a person in the locker room and, personally. So, man, God bless him, man.
Absolutely. But yeah, bro. God bless him. God bless his family. And I mean, you know, let's just. I hope everybody understands that just because 2020, not to be morbid, just because 2021 is coming, everything is gonna magically turn over. But at the same time, just keep going. That's the best thing I can say.
Facts.
Just keep building
Let's
and
just keep
just keep
going,
praying
man.
to God. So that's the best thing I can say. And just love yours, man. That's all I can really say.
That's a
But
fact. Love yours and time waits for nobody. So just whatever you weren't able to do, or whatever you can do, in this weird time of life where you could just like where you could do it without putting anybody else in yourself in jeopardy, bro, go ahead and do it.
just do
You
it
know,
because you never know.
you never know. That's a fact. So,
But yeah, we just leave
all
on
right,
that note. But let's
yeah,
get
man,
your
yeah,
plug in, bro. Because we
all right,
we
man.
cooked. We definitely cooked on this one though.
We definitely what?
We cooked on this one, bro.
Hell yeah, the first episode, the pilot. Then we did 3 fucking hours, man. Motherfuckers can't be talk for 20 minutes sometimes. But
Right.
hey man, follow me on Twitter. It's at who is original, WHOISORIGINEL. If we're doing video on YouTube, I'm gonna put my Twitter handle as my name. I just entered it and forgot, but I'll do it next time in case y'all know how to spell. But yeah, man, follow me. I just be tweeting about sports, music, video games, and pop culture shit. I also do blends for SoundCloud. Follow me. SoundCloud is the same thing as my Twitter. I haven't posted in a while, but I will be posting some stuff soon. Yeah, man, just follow me. I talk to everybody. And, good looking out. If you listen to this, thanks for listening, man, and just keep supporting us.
Oh yeah, we're going forward. Yeah, we definitely gonna be on YouTube. But follow me. You see it at the bottom. Banks No Rest 2, BANKSNOREST 2 on IG and Twitter to see what I got going on there.
Yeah, man. Banks is the hardest working podcaster in the world. This man got like 10 podcasts, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I just do them. I'll just leave it at that. But I, I
My
just
man
say
just be working, bro.
I want to eat. I'll just say that. Not daring nobody. I want to eat, and I'll just leave it at that.
Nah, most definitely, man. But this is the first episode of many to come. We gonna come on soon. We gonna have a name for this podcast. We may have a name for this podcast off air. We don't know yet, but
I already got the name. I already got the name. I'm about to get the cover already, so I'm gonna tell you as
oh
soon as we
shit,
end.
what? Oh shit, there we go. That's what I like, bro. But hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Keep follow us, man. We gonna post when we gonna pod and do all that good stuff. So most definitely, thanks for having me. And let's get it, man.
Oh no, this ours, bro. This what we working for, bro. You said let's go. We going. Let's go.
Hey, man. It's up. What do them Detroit play people say? It's up and it's stuck.
Yeah, just send me
Some
some
shit
bucks.
like that.
Right.
What the? Send me some bucks.
That's what I want. Give me some bucks.
Hey man, for real.
All right, we out.
We out later.